Going live. All right, friends, you know what time it is.
You know the drill.
Let us know. Are we live? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Can you feel us?
We did not tease this at all that we were going live.
No, but it's okay. It's gonna be
Who's in the
organic.
chat? Just tell us who's in the chat right now.
Sound
Let's
off.
see, 29 people at the very top here.
Yeah.
Tamar, how you doing? Blanco Dog Productions, what's going on? Kevin Shepard,
Look at
Fast
y'all.
X. That's right. I did hear the Fast X news. Did you hear the Fast X news?
Oh, there's Fast X news?
John, you were always not up to date. What is the deal here?
What happened? Did Dwayne Johnson come back?
Oh, come on, John. You got to understand. You got to understand.
I understand.
If I just keep saying that, will you eventually
I
understand?
do
what
understand.
I'm trying to get
That's
at here?
so crazy what happened with Fast 10, Fast X.
Gal Gadot.
Oh, is she out? Is she back?
She
come
out.
back?
She's back.
Does she have a complaint about it?
No,
she's back. She's back from Fast 6, right? She was in Fast
Yes.
6. Yeah.
Furious 6.
Furious 6.
Jesus,
Fast,
John, come on, man.
Fast 5.
You got to know these things.
I do.
Thank you. Let's go back to the chat while I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're doing stuff.
Am
Oh, that's cool.
commenting. Yeah, I'm
Hey, look, John put it in
commenting.
the center of the box. That's neat.
Yeah, look at
That's
y'all.
some
You're right
neat stuff right
there.
here. You guys,
And,
shouts out to your Iron Giant sweater. Maddie, hello. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Seska.
Love this.
And thank you to all who said congratulations. I really appreciate that. J4, thank you very much. Got married over the weekend. In case you guys don't know. So thank you.
Yeah,
It's all downhill from here.
that's right.
We're filing for divorce.
That's right. You did it. You got that one milestone. Now you
I
got
was
to go
like,
right
all
to
right,
the next
we
milestone.
did it. Let's go. yeah. We didn't tease that we're going live at all, but I should probably mention that we're live on some social medias right now.
Yeah, do it.
Thoughts on The Witcher Season 4? Well,
It's gonna be the best season.
I'll tell you guys.
Henry Cavill's a toxic gamer.
I want to watch the first episode and make it's there's all this talk about The Witcher Season 4 because Cavill's leaving that I completely forgot that we did not get a Season 3. That Season 3 hasn't aired yet.
Yes, I know.
And
So
I'm
we
like,
have
oh
this,
yeah,
like-
we got one more with Henry Cavill. I totally forgot that we still have that to come out.
Yeah, that has totally overshadowed that fact in my mind. This whole Liam Hemsworth recasting news. So that's good. I mean, we at least got 8 to 10 more Cavills, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's very
Yeah.
true. That's very true. So who do we got here? Mars A Productions. Thank you so much, Orlando. Haven't seen Wednesday yet. No, not seen that. I might watch it on my own time, to be honest.
I'll watch it for you guys.
Yeah, you do it, John. Brendan Dean is saying Indiana Jones 5. Obi Don, don't you need to have a kid first to save the marriage before divorce?
Oh damn, dude, gotta get on that.
No.
Borrow someone's kid.
No, if we have a kid, when we have a kid, I'll just cut the kid in half, and she'll get the bottom half. I'll get the better half.
It's good. You guys clearly learned the right takeaway from the who's that King Solomon story or whatever that is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, split that baby down
What-
the center.
Quentin Marcus, I'm assuming, is talking about The Witcher Season 4. What if they do the amnesia arc and use the actor change in Witcher to make us feel Geralt's confusion?
I mean, that could be cool, but I feel like the payoff would ultimately
what
be
I
that
want.
he goes back to being Henry Cavill at some point, not just staying confused forever and turning out to be some other guy altogether.
Hey, if you guys are here, can you just leave a like, even if you're planning on only being here for like 5 seconds? Just if you can leave a like. I feel like sometimes when I ask that, it sounds like on your end that it's going to be a lot of effort, but it's not.
It is. It's
If
a
you could
lot
just
to
leave a
ask.
like, that'd be appreciated. Be
very
very
much
appreciated.
ask.
John, let's read the super chat right
Let's
here. Let's
do
go
it.
to Omni 432. Thank you for the super chat, my friend.
Omneasy for Squeezy.
That's
Let's
right, we're
do
live.
this.
Normally we go live a little bit earlier.
I
but-
know.
Yeah, guys. So what? We have not seen Puss in Boots yet. I actually think we should react to that here.
I would love to react to that. I'm gonna
I,
have to catch up on the whole Puss in Boots-averse.
I want to reread the. I mean, it's just right here. We could just go right. Okay, there we go. Look, we cut away to it for a brief moment.
Hey, looky there.
I don't think this is gonna work. Nah,
We could go back to the old one?
I'm not a fan of the visual.
Okay, that's fine. We can go back to the old one.
Look, let's just scroll up and read it.
Yeah. Alrighty. So scroll up here.
We're trying some new visuals out.
There
I
you
think I'm
go.
just gonna bring someone in one day. I asked too much of John for these situations.
That's fine.
Omni432, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. And if you guys do contribute, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot. And also, we have Streamlabs open as well. How excited are you for Scream 6? I'm very excited for Scream 6. I
Yeah.
think Scream 6
Quite
is
excited.
John, you talk first. I want you to you go first, please, buddy.
I mean, I'm excited for Scream 6 partly because, I mean, it's a chance. Like, I think we both share this opinion of Scream 5 of like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I like about it, but I don't love it quite the way everybody else does. And what excites me is that Radio Silence and that team will be able to take. They've seemed very enthusiastic about making this one their own and really going all out and going no holds barred. And I feel like, because Wes Craven shepherded the franchise up until part 4, I think that's the appropriate thing to do. I feel like maybe the aspects of Scream 5 I didn't love were aspects that were kind of held down by having to be like respectful of the original and not maybe being able to go as all out as you want to. And for a franchise that will eventually, shed all of its original parts, if we're going to keep it going, I think some new and fresh energy is merited. So I hope they deliver on that. And I like the cheekiness of taking it to New York. There's going to be a lot of Jason Takes Manhattan, ribbing across the movie, I am sure, as well as any other New York-based horror movies. But that's, one of the most, meme-worthy of them all. So I hope good things. What do you think, sir?
I think that you and Coy have the hardest time whenever the monitor is in front of us. You guys just look at each other.
That's right, man.
You look at yourselves the whole time.
I'm just going to stare right at me.
We have the monitor. We can see ourselves on the screen here. And especially Coy. When Coy's here, he just does not break eye contact with himself. It is the most fascinating thing to watch. This dude just loves looking at himself.
I looked at the people. You were looking at your phone.
I'm trying to figure out because I'm trying to share this on Instagram.
Yes.
And I'm trying to say I'm saying doing it live for the link.
Yes.
But I'm like, but what if they read it like doing it live? So I'm like, what's the best way to communicate that it's a live stream in a way that doesn't just say live stream? So I'm saying,
oh yeah. I think that's
so
that's
put
good.
like multiple eyes here to try to make it work.
Yes, I think that's good though. I think that does work. I think that was a good strategy.
This is going to be a real hangout live stream in case you guys didn't notice. And he's always a real.
Because all of our live streams are very official.
I said that in real hangouts too.
This is going to be a hangout. This is not going to be a corporate hangout. It's not going to be a very structured or scheduled out hangout. It's going to be a hangout.
Let's keep going through here.
It's like you're actually hanging out with me while we're hanging out.
Here, I'll control. Can you mind if I control the mouse? Oh my God, look at that! You can see this in real time. You can even see the comments that are flagged.
Yeah.
That's the weird part about this.
Yeah, isn't that fun? You guys can't, but now you can. You're peering through our vision.
So there's no point of having any of those comments flagged. That's the funny part about it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Across the Spider-Verse. Yes. I did.
Definitely looking forward to that.
I helped out with the thumbnail a bit after they filmed it, and I do want to see Across the Spider-Verse. That looks awesome.
Does.
Looks amazing.
Does.
I feel like that
man.
movie is going to be much bigger than people realize.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean,
the first one was.
Since the first movie is like accepted as the best animated movie of all time.
Amen to that.
By a lot of people. Like, yeah.
Chris Donahue. Thank you, Chris, for the super chat. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be the movie of the year. I love you. Also, congrats on the wedding, Greg. Thank you, Chris Donahue. I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be one emotional ass film.
Emotional ass.
It's an interesting, an ass of emotions. what the critics are going to say.
It's a big old donk.
Hollywood Reporter says, ass of emotions.
Ass of emotions.
James Gunn delivers on the ass of emotions.
Full cheeks of emotional resonance. That's right. Yeah.
I think I was kind of wondering, because James Gunn's so much in the controversial eye right now with the DC stuff. I imagine we'll end up talking about that at some point during the stream. He's so much in the eye of the DC stuff that I wonder if any of that lens might reflect onto people's association with Volume. Like, if it's great, will the people get more excited for DC? Or what? I mean, if it's bad, people might get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like,
totally.
well.
Did he beef it when he headed over to DC?
I guess what I'm getting at is the reception of Volume 3 going to have an impact on the anticipation for the DC universe? That's where I'm getting at, which I think would be a fascinating experience to see.
Yeah.
Well, we'll eat it up and we'll make videos.
We will stoke that controversy fire.
Quantamania, Dune 2. I keep forgetting Dune 2 is coming out.
Yeah, same, but I am excited for Dune.
Are you excited for Daredevil Born Again? Of course not.
Never.
Never.
I'm gonna hate all 40 episodes.
It's not gory enough, God damn it.
Ugh.
According to Mr. Cox.
Charlie Cox is having too much sex on set.
Are you guys hanging out on Christmas? No, for the love of God, please stay with your other people.
Yeah. It's our one break from each other.
There is a new Evil Dead movie, which
Evil Dead Rise. Yeah.
There's only been like photos for it, hasn't there?
Yeah, but I'm excited nonetheless. I mean, they're also doing that like we're going to the city. Everyone's going to the city in 2023.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah, it's in like an apartment building or something like that.
How weird.
Yeah, and it's about this it's like a single mom or something with her daughter, and all hell breaks loose in this apartment complex.
I guess that sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean the director is well renowned in this sort of indie horror circuit, so I'm excited to see. I think it's Lee Cronin, whose films I have not seen, but I'm always curious when somebody comes out of that corner.
True.
And I feel like Evil Dead and Sam Raimi's just sort of organization is good at finding folks who are up and coming in the horror circuit. And
I got a question. If we split apart a little bit more,
sure, this will look even better.
Could we make this bigger?
Sure.
Oh yeah, John, do your thing.
Oh, yeah.
That way on the playback you can see it. You see those messages right there where it says show hide? We get those all the time.
Yeah.
And normally we just keep them hidden because they usually say words like that. And now you'll see it.
Cut off the little URLs.
Now you'll see those words.
There you go. That's nice and pretty, right?
There you go. Now, because most people I think watch from their phones.
Yeah. So we got a nice little split screen, and now we're sitting
now
much farther apart.
now we're a couple going through a really hard time right now. We can't handle the intimacy.
Too close to you.
Can't do some Koi's here. We just put Koi in the center and just put this.
And put the chat over Koi and just let you listen. That's okay. I mean, that'll probably bring Koi's energy right to an equal level without the visual component.
Raccoon Shampoo, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. John, why don't you read that?
Yes, I wonder what's happening with that Keanu Reeves Constantine sequel that was confirmed, rumored? I can't remember. Under the new regime, you think it'll be folded in?
Oh, highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I mean, it's a sequel to a movie before the DC EU even existed.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt it. But I think, to me, I think with the DC universe, I kind of liken it to our opinion of Chucky.
Sure.
of what I think James Gunn is attempting to do, where you're not going to necessarily disregard everything that came before it, but you will evolve it and have it reshape itself. Like, no, don't try to go, those sucked, ignore it. And I think that that's why I think he was public. He did put out a public. Yeah, I did a video about it. He did say he responded to someone saying that they are actively developing an Elseworld side of it. So I think Constantine would just, if they do proceed forward with it, would just continue on into the Elseworld side of things. But I'm excited for it, man.
It's a real 50-50 in terms of likelihood now, but I hope it happens. And I cannot wait to sync up with your reaction when I finally watch the first Constantine. It's good. I'm going to do it. I'm going to sync up with you.
Let's see. More DC animated movie reactions, please. It's panning out well.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. Those are absolute blast.
Yeah, man. Those are good. Those are fun.
They are, dude. Hey, I'm jealous. I mean, you've seen so many of them, and I have so many to look forward to.
That's why I gave the idea to you guys.
Thank
I got to
you.
credit myself here.
You should. You should.
I got to just pat myself on the back for saying, like, hey, you guys haven't seen these. You should do them.
So much of what you see here is Greg's ideas, even if Greg is nowhere near the screen to present those ideas. So, yeah, no, absolutely.
It's called producing.
Toot your producer horn, my friend.
I'm a Tarantino-like producer. I come in and I go, I came up with this. Bam, look at me. Look at me.
Greg Albra presents John and Coy's reaction to Under the Red Hood. That's good. Yeah.
I was doing analytical research, and here's what I discovered.
Yeah, man.
And knowing what you guys have told me about your viewing experience. Dakota Jones. Thank you, Dakota.
Oh, buddy. One Virus FX.
Dakota's the man.
Love him.
Smash that like button. Listen to Sean C. right here. Smash that like if you're here. Thank you, Dakota, for the super chat.
Love Sean C.
Did I read the last one, or do you?
I read the last one. You should read this one.
Greg,
congrats,
my man. To see you always happy. Always, never a sad moment in my life.
Especially on those particular YouTube videos.
Merry Christmas list, cracking up the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas to both. As a horror fan, Scream 6. I knew I should have put Ghostface in the thumbnail.
Dude,
I was so back and forth.
Failed
Damn
yourself.
it. I was so back and forth.
You failed your own taste.
I kept going back for Barbie, Indiana Jones, which one? And
who's more iconic?
But the first one that came to mind was Ghostface, and I think Ghostface really works well in a thumbnail, and it keeps getting brought up. But yeah, as a horror fan, Scream 6. Oppenheimer is my number 1. Oppenheimer does look great. Did you see the trailer? Did you ever watch it?
I have not seen the trailer yet.
I hear if you go to IMAX or Avatar in general, I think it might just be IMAX.
Like an IMAX trailer.
Yeah, like a special kind of trailer for it, because Nolan likes to do that for his films. He always puts some special look for when it's an IMAX. And I love the trailer a lot. And it looks like pure Nolan, and I like that he's kind of going back to those days of Memento and Insomnia combined, because people forget about that age of Nolan.
Sure.
Before it was just like expositional. You know?
I was literally just listening to a discussion about, it was like a reel or something. It was Double Toasted. Chris Herman was talking about how Nolan now feels like highbrow Michael Bay, and like since Inception, it is mostly just like plot and technical shit. Yeah. Whereas before that, it was like interesting ideas and characters stuff, and even just from the outside with the images I've seen and knowing what the subject matter is, I'm very, very. Part of me is like, I'm gonna watch the trailer, but it's one of those movies where like I don't even have to, because I know I'm excited to see it, because A, I love who's in it, but B, I think this is a good convergence for the modern Christopher Nolan to come back to something that would be a bit more human, but also, he can entertain all of his many technical predilections in the process. They created some kind of crazy way to capture nuclear explosions on camera, so,
They blew up parts of they went to Republican-based cities.
That's right. They just started nuking all the reddest counties.
This is the wokest movie ever. That they bombed all the right cities.
They wiped a lot of places off the map. Liberal Hollywood.
I was because we got married in Colorado, and on the car ride back to keep myself awake, I watched a couple of movies. I just put it on my phone. And
while you were driving,
yeah, I mean, and there are times you got to pause because it was like 18-hour drive, so sometimes at night you can't see shit. And you're just like, this movie's going away because I can't see anything.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But I listened to a documentary about Oppenheimer, and he is a fascinating individual. And I didn't know he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and he refused to buy into it. And I wonder if Nolan will lean into that. And his wife got around. Fourth marriage.
Oh, goody.
It is the fourth marriage.
I mean, you're married to something else entirely when you're in a guy like that's position.
Yeah. All right. Andrew Kelly, thank you for the super chat.
Killers of the Flower Moon. Are you excited for?
That the DiCaprio one?
That is the DiCaprio Scorsese one. Which just
who else is in that? Pull up the IMDb.
Which got really some recasting, right? Didn't it get some recasting going? Killers of the Flower Moon, IMDb. Yeah. Directed by Melvin Scorsese.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the one that puts DiCaprio and De Niro back together again under the direction of Scorsese. Yeah, of course I'm excited for this.
Yeah, and Jesse Plemons, John Lithgow, Brendan Fraser.
What is a Brendan Fraser?
The Fraser-sance is here.
Oh, he's that massively fat guy.
He's the super fat guy from all those fat
sad
movies.
guy who's gonna win.
Sad fat guy.
Right?
From the manipulative or very beautiful human movie, depending on who you talk to.
I'm so when he came back with Doom Patrol, people have been wondering, where's Brendan Fraser been? I'm like, Doom Patrol. He's been in Doom Patrol. And
where's he been? He's been around. He's been here for a while now.
But I am excited. I love Darren Aronofsky films. I am a fan of that misery that he loves to portray on screen. I eat it up. So
can we expect a whale reaction?
I don't want to do a reaction to whale, but I'm trying to catch it in the theaters before the end of the year.
Yeah, IMAX 3D.
But yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, of course. I don't need to see a trailer for
I'm obligated to be excited.
Absolutely. That's a Netflix movie, right?
Yeah, Jesse Plemons. Yeah, man, Scorsese, for as much as he loves cinema, he's over in Netflix's pocket right now.
Thank you all for being here, guys. Thank you all for being here. Please leave a like if you are here.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Like it.
Let's see here. Where's the mouse? Where's the mouse? You guys can't see this, but we can't find the mouse. All right. Kyle.
You got the
It
mouse.
annoys me how many people created false rumors for Indy 5. I know casual fans are already talking bad about the movie because of Doomcock. And that Doomcock, he's got a power hold, man. I first discovered him through the Star Wars. I guess this thing is like bashing on Lucasfilms, but hell, you know.
He's a real rabble rouser, that guy.
Wiseman, least anticipated movie of all time has to be the next Avatar movie. The second one was Avatarded.
Aw, disagree, but that's your
I
right.
quite enjoyed it. I am enjoying God of War. Someone follows the Greg on Insta.
Oh, look out.
I am enjoying it. TL, I'm sorry, but who is genuinely watching Barbie for the script? It's just a bunch of sad boys wanting to watch the actress Oppenheimer solos. Dude,
I mean,
I'm super excited for Barbie.
and I'm super excited for it to subvert that very opinion.
Did you ever hear the story of that Ryan Gosling told about why he took on Ken?
No.
Because Greta Gerwig called him
want
up. He loved the script, but then when he was like wondering if he should do it, he went out to his backyard, and one of his kids left a Ken doll buried in the ground, like face down in the dirt. And he took a photo of it. He's like, "I'll be your Ken."
Incidentally, or they did that because they knew? Did the kid know, or was it just like a sign?
It was like I need to stand up for Ken. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. I'm excited. I hope Barbie delivers on being more than you would expect it to be from the outset, and because Barbie is the icon that she is culturally speaking, I have a feeling that they wouldn't have allowed this movie to happen if it was just going to be like a shitty cash grab.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough.
Michael Bay's Barbie is not going forward.
I've seen a lot of love for Dune 2, Loki Season 2, obviously. Ahsoka, I am very, very excited for Ahsoka. I got to get one of my Star Wars peeps on with me with that one. Ahsoka Tano getting her show. You're getting the Rebel story continuing. Come on.
Boom.
Come on, people.
Boom.
Leaving out a lot of people who did not take the time to watch Rebels going, what the hell is going on in this show?
Okay, I'm sure
Why
they'll
do they
have complaints.
require us to do
Sure,
this?
they'll still have complaints, even though they didn't see it.
Invincible Season 2. Oh, is Invincible Season 2 coming back this year?
Look
Oh,
out.
nice.
Look out. Call up Aaron Alexander.
Let's see here. This is just so people know that we actually Ass of Emotions, Greg, 2022. Don't hide that, YouTube.
Ass motions.
Blue Beetle is my most anticipated DC movie of next year. I know
Same
sometimes when you talk about representation, people get upset and, how dare you? I am excited for the representation, though, of that movie.
I am too.
And I would love to contribute to that part of the conversation
Yeah.
because I don't think does Marvel have like a Latino lead in one of their MCU like the actual
like the
the
lead
title
lead.
character?
Not until we get that Luis movie.
Yeah. That David Cronenberg is working on.
Yes. That. I'm here for that all
Body
day.
morphing
every day.
experiment. He tries to become an actual
He
ant
tries to
himself.
become a real ant, and then it'll be like Man Spider. Yeah, it'll be good. Let's just Google Latino leads in the MCU. It's got to be Tenoch Huerta, who's even still a supporting character. There's just 7 Latinos who have appeared.
Oh yeah, there's
Salma Hayek.
actors. But-
Yeah, but nobody's led one yet.
I mean, Oscar Isaac he's Latino, right? But
Yeah.
but Mark Spector's is he like Jewish Latino or just Jewish, like Polish? I forget what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. Isn't Oscar Isaac like he's like Ecuadorian or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't think it figures into playing Mark Spector.
I only know Mexican, John.
Yeah. That's it.
I can't. I don't think. I don't know of
Everything
any
below
other-
America is Mexico.
Yeah.
It's just one big Mexico.
I don't know of any other one. Wheel of Time
That's big
season 2.
Mexico. That's little Mexico. That's Mexico right under America. That's main Mexico.
If you haven't done it yet, leave a like. Quentin Marcus, thank you again for another super chat. Did you guys react to the animated Witcher prequel? No.
No, we watched it though.
We needed to cram it in so we
Yeah.
could watch season 2, which apparently a lot of fans did not like, but I did like that prequel. That was a cool, badass prequel for sure.
Yeah, sweet. It was a good animated. It was nice and gritty. Had some nice horror elements to it. I liked it.
Didn't he write Guardians of the Galaxy script like 5 years ago, though? I'm sure it's evolved over time.
And he didn't touch it once.
Omni432, congratulations on the wedding. Thank you very much.
Well done, dude.
Thank
What's
you.
the best part about being married now?
The best part about being married is the level of assuredness that you have of a partner constantly there for you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Um,
That's a real answer. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I think that is a good one.
I agree.
Brendan K. I'm most excited for Cocaine Bear to enter the MCU. Brendan K. Thank you for the super chat.
Cocaine Bear is gonna be.
Did you see the trailer for that? I haven't.
No.
I haven't seen the trailer.
No, but you know what? I saw a piece of the trailer because I discovered that guy who does those funny reels on Instagram with the mustache,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got kind of a tall head. He's in it as like a paramedic. So I was like, oh hey, that Instagram comedian I think is funny.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in it. So hey, Cocaine Bear. I remember when that story hit the news cycle, and so that's another movie where I'm like, trailer or no, I'm just excited, and I wish we could do a reaction. But it seems like the title alone would probably destroy that entire endeavor.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know some people who got age restrictions on Glass Onion today.
What? Why?
I know.
How?
I don't know. Like,
Glass is dangerous, and onions might make you cry.
I
so
have no idea. And I like there's certain words that I want to say right now that I'm like maybe because this word was in there because I intentionally muted some words. And there's this particular word I muted in that movie that I was like it's basically the word we had to mute all through Smile.
yes, of course,
Because I know that if you
Sensitive
just
subject.
say that, which is weird because there's a DC movie, 2 of them that had that and never an age restriction. But
they must have whitelisted that phrase or something,
Yeah.
maybe.
But for some reason, when you talk about the subject, and if you use the actual word, if you've seen the movie Smile,
You know.
you have to
get
conclude what
it.
word we are referencing to right now.
Dude, did you know? I discovered. Do you know who the lead of Smile is?
No,
Sosie Bacon
no,
is the daughter of Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have put that
I
together.
know. It's like you hear the name and you're like, that must be so obvious. But yet
But
I
she looks
hadn't-
nothing like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So that's the case.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, killing the game, being a good
Nepotism.
actor.
No
Yeah.
wonder she's terrible.
Yeah, she should
Terrible
come.
and got the
That's right.
work.
She's horrible.
Terrible.
And I hate her. She
If
didn't
you
deserve it.
come from rich, successful parent actors, you are naturally terrible.
Hey, listen, Lily
You
Rose
don't know
Depp has a
pain.
lot to say about that.
Because money alleviates pain. I'm excited for the new Hunger Games film. I'm not. I'm sorry.
I
I'm not. I have no interest in that film
You
at
don't
all.
want to see Coriolanus
I'm not.
Snow's origin story?
I have zero interest in that film. What are you guys most? Keep talking. Why didn't you put Spider-Verse in the thumbnail? Oh, the thing is, I kept going back and forth because I was like, I need at least one animated movie. I think I'm going to go with Mario because we already got a Kang in here to represent Marvel.
Sure.
And Shazam represent DC. I was trying to like represent a bunch of corners.
Yeah.
And originally it was just going to be movies, but then today I was like, oh, people are going to probably bring up TV shows, so might as well.
Yeah.
And so that's where I was back and forth. I'm like, Indiana Jones represent the Lucasfilm side, but I'm like, I got so many franchises. So let me put Barbie in here. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God, I can't wait for that.
Tommy Cruise.
When we got back from Colorado, I was going to react to the stunt video, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait.
Oh.
Because I remember when I watched Fallout, they did the whole stunt video surrounding the
Halo drop.
the Halo drop,
Yeah.
and I remember really liking that video. But I think I had a split moment, just that split moment that stuck with me. I wish I never saw that behind the scenes video.
I wish I watched that after the movie.
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
Before the movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally,
and I get it
totally.
builds hype, and I'm usually the guy for that. But this time around, like let me just avoid it because I did that with Top Gun Maverick, and I love the experience of going, how did they shoot this shit? Because I have no idea. Like, this is wild.
Yeah, totally.
And then to go back and find out later, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There's a reason you save special features for the DVD.
But you never know. You never know.
You never do.
If you have to choose new Spider-Verse or Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Guardians 3, because
Yeah,
it has to
probably.
conclude.
Because like Spider-Verse is so good on its own, and I'm excited to see it
Exactly.
continue. But yeah, Guardians 2, I didn't love. I don't think you loved either. And 3 just has so many different stakes for the characters, for James Gunn, for all of it. Like, yeah.
David Fincher's next movie, The Killer, next year. David Fincher, wow. David Fincher just went right back to basics, did he?
Yep.
It's
It's going to be a straight-up murder
just
thriller.
Killer. Just call it serial killer.
Yep. This is what I like to do.
Leave it at that.
It's going to be good, though. Who's in it? Do we know? Have you heard anything about it?
No, it's a David Fincher movie called Killer. And it's probably not a slow, self-indulgent film like the Citizen Kane movie. What was that film?
Oh yeah, the Mank.
Couldn't do it.
Mank.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not artistic enough.
You're not up for the Mank.
I'm not artistic, and I could watch misery porn from Darren Aronofsky, but I could not do Mank.
Oh, dude,
Couldn't do
an
it.
assassin
Just-
begins to psychologically crack as he develops a conscience, even as his clients continue to demand his skills.
Gotta change the title. Not a fan of the title.
Okay, Tilda Swinton, Michael Fassbender.
I hate the title, The Killer. Honestly, I
It
really
is
do.
a very
I hate the
generic
title.
It is a very
I don't care
straightforward.
if that's the graphic novel title. I hate it.
And there was a guy. Oh wow,
It's 2 hours and 38
40
minutes.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, it's a long ass movie.
This is the definitive killer. After this, no more
Yeah.
on-screen killers. This is the last one.
Jesus Christ, that's a very long film.
Last one, Finch.
Let's see here. Thank you to
Fincherino.
all who are here. This was such an impromptu one, so thank you all for being here. I don't think we're gonna react to Bad Batch, honestly. There's some other things I'm working on outside of this, and I would like to use the time of it. And honestly, the interest is just not there with the channel
No,
when it
just-
comes to it.
no.
It takes up so much time.
Throw that time down
Honestly,
a hole.
It does not. It not even break even for whatever other time and extra financial investments it takes.
It's very fun
Or-
and enjoyable, but it's
Yeah.
easily the least viewed thing.
Yeah, I will still watch it because I'm a Star Wars fan and I consume that shit. So I will still watch it, but I'm just gonna use that time for myself and then prepare my body for the crazy nights of The Last of Us. that's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Hey, love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you so much. It's okay if you can't send super chats. Don't
Dude,
worry. But
your
we appreciate
presence.
everyone who does, and you guys are a little bit more special.
Hey, here's the deal. If you can't send a super chat, just leave a like. Maybe even put a comment on the actual video itself.
Maverick over The Way of Water. Fascinating question because I think those two films represent two beautiful opposing spectrums
Exactly.
of cinema
Exactly.
in all its glory. I really mean that because one is the demonstrative, showcase of practical and stunts and all that craziness that
Death-defying acts. Yeah.
yeah, it's so gorgeous. Whereas, and then Avatar is the complete opposite, which is the technical marvel of special effects and
Yeah,
CGI.
just like how much
but-
ground can we break
but
at
they-
one point?
But they both warrant cinematic experience. I feel like Maverick, at the end of the day, for me personally.
Sure,
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Like there's a lot about Way of Water I will happily defend and express my appreciation for, but Maverick, I think partly just due to the fact that Maverick is a more easy to digest package of a movie. It's not 3 hours and change. I feel like you got to really gear yourself up a little bit for Avatar. You got to really be wanting to jump into that war. Whereas with Maverick, you can go for the intensity and you can go for the fun, and they kind of coalesce together.
Yeah, because I'm generally not even I'm not the guy who's into aviation or that shit. But that movie just makes you want to be more into it.
Yeah.
I have no interest in seeing the one that has the guy from Top Gun Maverick. and
Oh, Glenn,
Jonathan Majors.
Glenn Powell, Jonathan
It was
Majors.
Flyboys or something.
Something like that.
I have no interest in seeing
It's not
that.
Flyboys, but yes, I know what
A
you're talking
terrible
about.
time of the year for that film to come out. You do
Yeah.
not want to follow that movie after Top Gun Maverick has come out. You just don't want to do that.
Yeah, people are just gonna be sitting there being like, why am I not watching Top Gun right now? Oh yeah, it's good though. It's good. Devotion.
Devotion.
That's the name of
It's
it.
not Flyboys.
No, Flyboys is an earlier movie. Isn't James Franco or somebody in Flyboys? It's like a period piece.
God, I don't know. I'm taking this back, John.
Either way,
As
take
much
it
as
back.
you want to research devotion,
That's right,
I don't
man.
think that is the
Welcome
interest of
to
the
our
day.
devotion live stream, breaking down all the fine points of the new Glenn Powell picture.
Imperial Aim, it's going well.
It is going well. I can verify
I mean,
that.
I'm sure the Hunger Games prequel is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that
Peggy-
one guy who directed them all is back.
Francis Lawrence?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Peggy Cummins.
Let it go, man. You
He
and the
did-
guy who do Harry Potter need to let it go.
He did do Constantine, which I really liked. And
He should do
and
something else
I
then.
liked Catching Fire a lot.
Sure, I did too.
Both Hunger Games and Born Identity have that thing with their franchise where the director who took over the second one is known as the one who helmed it,
Yeah.
and so do the recent Planet of the Apes.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, Matt Reeves did not direct the first. Paul Greengrass did not direct the first Bourne film.
Yeah, Doug Liman.
And Francis Lawrence did not direct the first.
Gary Rogers.
Yeah. But their names are the ones that, so like, for some reason they're like, we didn't, even though the first one was a massive hit, you're the one.
You're the weak link, sir. Get out of here.
Get this director, they stay from now on.
Forget changing up the Harry Potters. David Yates, this is
Yes,
your
yes,
thing from
yeah.
now on. Yeah.
Strange. Film Punch. Thank you for the super chat, dude.
Film Punch.
Hey, Greg and John.
That's us.
John, why don't you read this one?
Spencer from Film Punch. From Paul. You renamed your podcast.
Gotta watch the shouting. You gotta watch the shouting,
You
John.
renamed your podcast.
You get loud. It hurts the people on the. You ever listen to the playbacks here? They get loud.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Here, I'll modulate.
They hurt.
Film Punch. Film Punch. No. Film Punch. Spencer, you renamed your podcast. I totally forgot. But yes, from Film Punch / Pop Culture Podcast here. Just wanted to send a super chat and say my most anticipated is Guardians 3 Plus. I would love to interview you both for my Chanel.
Did you start up an actual channel?
Yeah, are you on the tube now, or
You're
are
on-
you still on that podcast platform that I have the app for, whose name eludes me now?
Pop Culture Podcast.
Pulitzer.
Oh, you mean the app?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
that
remember
thing that
that.
we logged into to do the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's talk about it, man.
Let's do it.
But the Guardians 3, the Guardians, I was doing research for Guardians 3 and Ant-Man, trying to see like which one are people most anticipating, and I think Guardians 3 is actually the one
Oh,
that people are more interested in.
I mean, your research is probably more comprehensive than my anecdotal.
It was about
experience.
30 seconds of research.
But I do get the
It was-
distinct sense that Guardians 3 probably is the one, because Ant-Man still has to live up, and not
got-
every movie viewer watched Loki, you must assume.
They got Kong in there.
Yeah.
Raccoon. That's not a. I wasn't. I was. The joke was I'm mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
I
Kong
wasn't
the
s-
Kong.
s- yeah, that's
Kong
the
the
joke.
Cankerer.
I want people to read into that. Raccoon shampoo. Thank you again, Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Put Koi in a green screen tube with just his head sticking out in the middle and put the chat over the green screen. I don't mind doing
That would
that.
be very funny.
Nothing would mess with Koi's self-esteem more than him just being a voice and not having his face
Oh my
shown.
god.
He must be seen.
Yeah.
He must be
He
seen.
could be a floating head. That's enough.
I want to say I would make this joke to his face to make it sound like it's okay I'm making fun of his ego. But no, I think it would hurt his ego more
is
if
the
I
most
don't
egotistical
say that.
person. You can't say anything about Koi, even a compliment, without him freaking out on you.
He's not in the video. He won't watch this.
Yeah, he's not going to comment. His mom won't come into the chat and keep us on the right track either.
Mom's a sweetheart. Met her in person. Absolute sweetheart.
Lucky.
Um,
What's up, Koi's mom?
hey, Jay Bowers, you got a really sweet comment here.
Aw.
I just want to let you guys know that you both helped me through so much by posting videos on YouTube. I've had tough times lately, and you guys make those days better, so thank you so much.
Dude.
It means a lot, man. Thank you. A lot of times we have to remind ourselves, like, our goal with the video is just, sometimes you got to go, look, we just want to entertain people.
Make someone laugh or smile or harmonize with your experience.
Worst thing we watched this year.
Oh. Ooh.
Do you have one?
There's got to be an answer to this. What's the worst thing we watched?
I don't think I watched a new thing that was terrible.
Yeah. There's got to be something. I'm like, let me go back through all the movie reviews.
I've seen some terrible things. It must have been like some episode of a TV show. That was like the worst thing I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it might have been, but
Let's
I-
save
I
this
have-
question.
save it. If it'll pop into mine. Doe Eyes. Thank you, Doe Eyes, for the super chat. John, we are reading a super chat to get our undivided attention.
We are. Congrats on the wedding, Greg.
Thank you,
How
John.
hyped
Doe.
are you guys for Barbie? I mean, I saw some people's posts about it saying that it looked really awful.
What? How much do you have to judge off that?
I know, right? I am excited in an ironic, not in both a genuine and an ironic way, because I mean, like, obviously we grew up in a time where things were not as progressed as they are now. So Barbie's for girls. I don't like Barbie, but for me, I keep coming back to this idea of like, yeah, like they got film people to make it, and they also must be aware. Like, I've seen like at least a documentary or two about the legacy of Like, there's something about Barbie that seems like it
You mean
necessitates.
the toys that made us?
No, it was not the toys that made us.
I tried dinging you there.
I'm pretty sure I saw
As
that
like
episode
someone
2.
who didn't watch something that was like, oh, niche.
It was
watched the most
was on,
popular
like, PBS or
documentary.
some shit. It was like,
there you go.
I probably saw
You
the
win,
toys that made
John.
us as well. But like, yeah, I've seen at least accounts of Barbie through the ages and what this figure, this doll means. And I was like, okay, like hearing about that, it seems like there's more significance there than a lot of other prominent, notable toys that would be brought up on the Toys That Made Us or other programs.
Sure.
So knowing all of that, as like kooky and strange and eye roll as part of the idea is, I am actually really hoping that they can nail it, just because it seems like the right toy movie to be, brought to life in a pretty surprisingly good packaging.
I think out of all the trailer reactions we've done, I wouldn't say that's my favorite reaction, but I think in terms of a discussion after a trailer,
Oh, yeah.
that was one of my favorites. I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I think they can make something really unique and surprising.
Sure.
Um,
And cheeky.
yeah, I think they can do something really special there. So I'm looking forward to it a
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got this Star Wars shirt. I'm not gonna lie. I have no recollection of where I got this. I've had it for years, and I don't remember where I got it.
I feel like it's like a hot topic or something.
Definitely not a hot topic.
Or was it like a
Might have been like
T-Fury?
a box, one of those box things,
Like a geek. It was probably like a super geek box or a one-up
something,
box.
yeah, one of those
yeah.
things. Damn, that Jonas Brothers in Devotion. We still got the Devotion trailer
Dude, we
on
gotta
loop
go
in this
see
one
Devotion
monitor.
now. There's a Jonas in it. It's Nick
John,
or Joe or Craig or whichever Jonas.
You've got a lot of love for that sweater.
This is my favorite Christmas sweater. It's my Iron Giant, and he's got little deer that he doesn't want to shoot. It's perfect.
Couldn't find the time to commit to Wednesday at the time because I had to prep. That's why so many movie reactions went up, because I was trying to prep as much in advance in order to, so I would not have to, do any editing or filming while I was away.
Yeah.
Which I ended up doing almost every day.
Oh, yeah. I was
not complaining. I'm just like, I just ended up not. Should have just. I don't know why I prep so much in advance. But Wednesday, like when you're committing to doing the show, which I would have loved to have committed to, but it was like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to cram like minimum. It would have been like a minimum of like 40 extra hours to cram in for. Was it 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 to 10, yeah.
And knowing like the way we edit and stuff, it would have taken that was the only reason why I skipped that. And by the time we get around to it, it's gonna be people are gonna move on to like other shit.
It's probably
Thank you, River Rock Records. That means a lot. Film Punch, also congrats on getting married. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Spencer.
much.
Appreciate ya.
That's an interesting. Someone's making a interesting comment about the N-word. All right, fascinating. Old Louis C.K. But Venom Carnate. Thank you, Venom Carnate, for the super chat. 2023 is going to start off with bangers. Say, The Last of Us. I'm defo anticipating. In March alone, there are 4 movies: Shazam, Scream, Creed 3, Reunion, John Wick 4. He's not dead. I'm excited to see that release within a week of each other. Oh my
That
God!
is
Within a
gonna be a
week of each other.
Thick ass month.
Time to become shills for Rotten Tomatoes, paid critics. Here, Greg and John go.
Yeah, that's right,
we
man.
need those press screenings.
That's right. Yeah,
Otherwise,
How do we get in?
We're just waiting for
How do
them
we
to come
get in,
out, and we'll
RT?
react to them when they're
Give
out.
it.
We could just wait to react to them.
I mean, that becomes the new thing, is what do we go to and then what do we wait to react to? And all of these movies. I mean, I feel like we would have to see Shazam on the big screen.
Well, if we have another video that's like, okay, Zachary Levi fired from Shazam, then I'll wait for Shazam to come out.
Okay.
John Wick. Out of all of them, John Wick is easily the one that would make for the best reaction.
And the one you want to see the most on the big screen.
Cannot do that too. I've seen all of them in the theaters, and I
Yeah.
cannot break tradition on that.
Yeah,
I can't.
I feel you.
I will just have to, because no one really gives a shit when we review a John Wick movie. I've noticed, like when we just do a review, no one really. It's like the action, great.
Yeah,
story.
The stuff that you want
down.
is there, and the same problems that have persisted persist.
Yeah,
It's
but the
John
action,
Wick.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
obviously
Keanu's
doing a
so cool.
reaction would do better because you can watch it and react to the fight
The
scenes
moments.
and shit.
Yeah, you can watch the moments.
But I think I have to stick to the theaters for that one. Congrats on the win, and thank you again
You
so
would
much.
watch Scream 6
At home?
on camera?
Yeah, yeah, I don't mind. As much as Scream's my favorite horror movie franchise, I'm totally okay.
You know, in
Yeah.
this moment, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much exactly how I felt about Halloween Ends. I was like, you know what? Yeah, no, whatever. I don't care. I'll watch it at home.
Yeah, I don't care for. I mean,
I hope it's great. I hope Scream 6 is great, but also, like, yeah, you can watch that at home.
I like Scream 5. I don't love it as much as everyone else did. And after watching it twice, I really stand by. And I watched it like months apart. So I wanted some time to just like let me separate myself from any hype. And I was like, no, I have the exact same opinion.
Is the Akira live action coming out next year? Come
It
on,
would be cool to react to that.
dude.
Still haven't seen Akira.
I haven't seen Akira either.
One time I got tickets to to a screening and I had to
Jealous.
return them
Jealous.
because we were covering the Bad Batch. No, it's so true.
It was worth it.
Glady Crook.
One day, though, I'm dying to see Akira. They had the Akira slide in Nope.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And you caught that,
Yeah.
John. Please, Clayton Cook. He
Clayton
he sent us a super chat.
Love love that Christmas drip, guys.
Sorry, I totally took this away from
I
John. but
love
I wanted to
reading.
check I'll check. Has anyone? We tend to, we're always like, guys, contribute to the Streamlabs. It really means a lot. We appreciate it.
I
You
pinned
take
it
less
in the
fees,
thing.
and then we constantly are like, oh yeah, we should be checking if people are
Yeah, we
sitting there,
should. Oh, they
even though
changed
they
the
take less fees and
terms.
everything.
November 12th. No, we haven't got any new Streamlabs yet.
Oh, because we can't.
I
All right,
don't-
that's fine. We're only
I
on
don't-
super chats. So
I
stick
don't
with it.
think that's the case, but either way, I
No,
mean, let us know if you're having
read
problems on your end.
Clayton's.
Guys.
Clayton's. Thank you. If you're here, please leave a like. It'll help us out for playback later.
Oh yeah, and a comment if you would. Hey guys, love the Christmas drip, guys. Just wondering what storylines and characters you would love to see rebooted in this DC. Well, you would love to see in this rebooted DCEU. Me personally would love to see a Robin. I feel like now is the time to do a Robin, and there are many, many thoughts about this. But I was listening to a video essay not long ago that really did convince me. That was like, why do all these filmmakers and people seem so opposed to Robin? And I think what Robin does for Batman as a character is actually overlooked and overrated because it is that element of like, how do I then regain the humanity in me and keep people from going down the path I have gone down, I think Robin would be a great addition in a real way and not just a like, oh, he was here, but now he's dead or something like that kind of way.
Yeah.
And then when he does come time for, like a Red Hood type of story or whatever else, then, you got that built up.
I think the thing that's happened with the DC universe is it's really easy to presume that James Gunn's like fingerprints and DNA is going to be like 100% all over it when he's simply just not going to be able to. He's going to have to be a little bit more like Feige in the sense of like where I'm making sure like he will be. I'm not saying he's not going to be involved. I think it's going to be more like a J.J. Abrams level of involvement where it is still going to be letting the filmmaker shine and not being like, I'm definitely watching a James Gunn movie because my mind went to James Gunn with Robin. I feel like he'd probably do a bit of an Adrian Chase thing that he did in Peacemaker and make Robin like funny and a little goofy, but cool. Maybe he can still make him cool, but
Cool, but
maybe take
kinda
the
dumb.
piss out of him,
Yeah.
And so that's my one concern. However, I'm like, but that could actually work for Robin. I would like to see them get to a Nightwing. I think it would be really cool if they did build to a Bat family.
Yeah.
If Matt Reeves is not
that would be
intending,
very cool.
if Matt Reeves does not have an interest in building to a Bat family, I would love to see James Gunn's side of it build to a Bat family.
I would
Because
love
we
that.
still haven't gotten that executed properly. Outside of Batman and Robin, which was amazing.
Partners.
You did not miss a lot. A wedding vlogger footage. We got a lot of footage.
Got
but
a lot of
that's
footage.
mainly for personal
Yeah.
stuff, to be honest. Thank you for asking. There's one part of the wedding though, during the vows, that Olivia said that totally surprised me, and it brought the roof down.
Yes, it did.
If there was a roof at this outside snowy wedding,
It
there
brought
would,
all
it,
the
there
trees
would've-
down
it
on
would've-
top of us.
It would have the roof would have come down.
Yeah.
It was the funniest part of it. I might want to just isolate that and share it. Like she totally improvised it too. It was so funny. Yeah, crack this up. Last of Us, I'm very, very excited for. I'm hearing great things about it. I know a lot of people who got screeners for it. We're not one of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Acknowledge the Wednesday. If you see me scrolling, this means I've already done that. Kevin Shepard, a good first Scorsese movie to watch. Oh, I think easily. If you've never seen Scorsese and you want to kind of see what the hype is about and also prepare you for what a Scorsese film is, I think undoubtedly Goodfellas is the one to go with, because every other one, it's not as much of a guarantee, and many people hail Goodfellas as the best. So it's not like that I'll get worse. I think that's an interesting thing about Scorsese, is that that's like the generally regarded one as the best and most influential one, and I think you would see that, at least the most influential one, just from that one film, and I think it still holds up really well. So I think if you haven't seen a Scorsese film and you want to get what the hype's about, I think Goodfellas is the best one to go with. And then I think even exploring the other ones wouldn't make you go, why did I start with the best one? I think it would actually help you appreciate or kind of understand it, because it's like Taxi Driver is so different from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And
or even Casino.
but his
something
best
like that.
ones tend to be in the vein of a Goodfellas, like
Yeah,
big
yeah.
ensemble, a lot of editing, a lot of time
Ensemble,
spent,
crime world,
a lot of
yeah.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. The Jon Snow series, I don't know.
We'll see.
Iconic reaction. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Iconic Reactions. Means a
Love
lot.
You.
Thank you, Pablo Ruiz.
Oh,
You know, a lot of love here for a Marvel. Oh, Marvel Spider-Man.
Moon is Apple, not Netflix. I don't know.
When do you guys think the Marvel trailer will drop? The Marvel? Oh, the
Marvels.
Marvels.
I'm excited for the Marvels. I'm excited to see some, some leveling up of that, and maybe some additional love from people for it.
Sure. I think when that trailer actually comes out, there is going to be an impact and something cool about seeing Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau with like the two characters who came from the TV
Yeah.
to then be with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
One of the movies. I think there is going to be something really special, because there is kind of a really cool effect when you do see like the movie character. That's part of the excitement I personally feel when you see Brie Larson in that post credit scene for Miss Marvel.
Sure.
It's like the movie star.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and hopefully, too, whatever Nia DaCosta is able to do with her ensemble will bridge that gap. I was just listening to Koi's hero, ranking, and I thought his point about Brie Larson was apt, that, she's got tons of charisma in other things, and there's a lot about the role that she is suited for, but it doesn't quite eke that charisma into the role itself, and I hope that they can bridge that gap. Also, see in Feliz Megan. I am excited for Megan. I've heard Megan is pretty wild.
See, that's a reaction movie.
That is a reaction movie. If ever there
That's-
was one. Yes.
That's one I'm like, I will gladly wait for that to come out to do a
Hundo
reaction for it.
P.
Because they also do those video on demand releases, which so help out.
Oh, dude. big
to prep in advance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Akhtar Skupta, thank you for the super chat. Wes Anderson, Asteroid City cast is out of the world. Pull it up.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Pull it up.
Asteroid
I should. I've had
City.
this
That's a
laptop here this
cool
whole
ass
time, so
name.
I can help out.
No,
and
dude.
I have not been helping out.
You
at
already
all.
do so much. It's got Margot Robbie and Thomas Hanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Margot Robbie and Tom Hanks.
And
God, I love
Scarlett
Margot Robbie. I
Johansson.
really love Margot Robbie.
She's terrific. She's one of the few reasons I'm interested tiny bit in Babylon.
Steve Carell's in
Steve
this
Carell,
movie.
Yeah.
Dude, Tony Revolori, man, you're lucky you got him with that guy.
I
Maya
know.
Hawke, Bryan Cranston,
Cranston.
Damn.
Rita Wilson, too.
Sophia Lillis. I'm like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of familiar people who've worked with him a bunch. Hong Chow. There's a
Hope
lot of
Davis.
familiar people who've worked with him a bunch here, but
Yeah, you don't open up the Wes Anderson and go, oh, man, he's working with Tilda
Jeff
Swinton.
Goldblum again?
He's working with Jason Schwartzman.
Adrian
What?
Brody?
Adrian Brody?
Willem Dafoe.
Dang.
What?
This is crazy.
um,
Yeah. Star-studded beyond what you'd already have
Yes.
expected. Jason, no, that's right.
Liev Schreiber, Matt
Ooh.
Dillon, Jeffrey Wright. Okay. Yeah, that
do.
is a massive cast. People love to be part of that Wes Anderson train.
Dude, Jarvis Cocker from Pulp is gonna be in it.
I
That's
mean,
good.
he sounds like one of those filmmakers where even if you have a tiny role, you want to get that tiny role because you could probably be part of the gang for a bigger role in a follow-up film.
Yeah, if you do well enough, and if you maybe steal like your one scene, then yeah, you'll be in the troupe for life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let me see here.
there's gonna be a lot of kids in this movie too.
So many great movies next year. Can't wait. I agree. Are you guys excited for Warrior Season 3 on HBO Max? John is.
I love Warrior.
Keeps eating
so
up that
much.
Warrior
I cannot
show.
stop.
Doesn't stop.
Hey man,
Pantheon. I gotta look into that. I'm not sure what that is. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantamania. There's finally some love for Ant-Man and the Wasp:
I'm
Quantamania up
excited.
in here.
I'm excited for Ant-Man to blow people away finally.
Let's see here. Not a relevant question, but I like to eat. What? So I knew I could talk to you
Eating
about
is good.
acting stunt roles without paying. I'll have to do something as a villain or interesting. Dan Trachtenberg for something X-Men and Amber Midthunder for X-23. Any thoughts? That would actually be a really cool
Very
pick.
cool.
I would love. I
would
think
love that.
Amber Midthunder's work in DC and DC Prey. Yeah.
In Batman versus Predator was great.
You know, I got to see what this super chat is. That's someone gave $100.
Fan Pops from our Patreon.
I know. We got to see. Thank you, Fan Pops. Such a generous contribution, donation.
Dude.
Your money. Give more.
Yeah, donate on Streamlabs as well.
Yeah.
And
What are you doing? You're stopping at 100? Keep going up.
here's each
Break
of
a
our
record.
Venmos.
Break
Here's
a
our
record, Fan
PayPals.
Pops.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Thoughts on Elizabeth Olsen's new HBO Max show, Love and Death?
But no robots?
Not familiar with that at all. We just wanted to thank you guys for all you do and inspire us to create our own channel. Over 3K subs now in less than a year.
Aw.
Also, big congrats to Greg and Olivia.
Well done, Fan Pops.
You're on better track than Real Rejects. First year, only 1,000. So, to get in less than a year, 3,000 subscribers. Fantastic work.
Boogie.
Keep it up, Fan Pops.
Boogie.
And I love Elizabeth Olsen's work. So I got to see what this Love and Death show is. I have no familiarity with it. Have you even heard of this? I've never even heard of this show.
Not until this morning when I was looking at upcoming TV shows. Yeah. I was like, I know a lot of the upcoming movies.
Is there
What are the
like
upcoming
trailers for it or
shows?
something? I haven't seen
know.
anything for it.
I haven't seen nothing. I don't know nothing, G.
I love the Kenna McGoitz. He's going all over the place here with some fascinating opinions.
What's the most fascinating?
There's just so much seemingly good content coming next year. I hope it all lives up to its best potential. I concur with these statements. If I had just waited a tiny bit, I would have gotten to the Fan Pops
Dude.
right here. Fan Pops the man. Thank you so much, Fan Pops.
Love and Death is a David E. Kelly series from like he did The Practice and various other things.
Oh, and Donnie Darko.
And Donnie that's right. J. David E. Richard Kelly.
Yeah.
I watched Donnie Darko with no. I watched Brazil with him in the audience. He did a talk about it with Edgar Wright.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was interesting.
Raccoon Shampoo. Considering the Suicide... Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Considering the Suicide Squad, do you think GNS...
Gunn and Saffron.
Yep. I was trying to think what movie is GNS.
Do you think Goliath and
You think
Samson...
Guns and Sissies.
Guns and Sissies. That's a new movie waiting to happen. I like it.
Guns and Sissies reunited. Do you might lean into the R ratings for DCU as a way to differentiate it from the MCU?
Good question.
I hope so. There's even though a lot of the talk is like the Suicide Squad did not make that much money, and it didn't, and it could have done better for undoubtedly. And while there often tends to be caveats to the situation, it was one of those, we're putting this on HBO Max the same day, and frankly, as a movie like Godzilla versus Kong being put on HBO Max the same day makes more sense to me. Whether that would be seen in the theaters, it's a sequel, continuing franchise, and it's a massive spectacle.
Sure.
Whereas the Suicide Squad, that the trailers just don't like. I totally get why more people would be like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna watch it on HBO Max. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me. While I think the theater experience was insanely I've actually never rewatched it at home. I've seen it twice in the theaters. I loved it in the theaters. There must be something to the actual property that he made, you know. And I think also how I think did we hear the talk about at one point about James Gunn possibly being like the person for Kevin Feige down the road who was supposed to like help be the creative head of one side of Marvel at some point. I think that might
Marvel
have just
Cosmic or something like that. Yeah.
might have just been a rumor, but there was always that trust and faith in him for that. So I think that with the Suicide Squad, that must have opened up some kind of door for them to show, like, hey, he can introduce new characters here and make it exciting. Because I think what they paid attention to, or maybe what Zaslav paid attention to, was the reception. Because the reception to it, while the box office wasn't big, the reception was really huge. And Zaslav just keeps touting, you know, making quality films and making it more like that. And so I think that with him going down the R-rated route, I think that would help differentiate it, and I think that would just be way cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally would love for them to go down the R-rated route, but you know that's something that him and Safran discussed because I'm sure Safran's the one who would be more along the lines to go. This one should not be R-rated. Like if we do R-rated, that would be bad. This one would benefit from being R-rated and will probably do better. Like I think there is an argument to be made for sometimes a film will make more money if it is R-rated. And I think the common general knowledge is if you make it PG-13, more people can watch it and it'll be better. I'm like, but no, not necessarily. I think depending on the film, if it is R-rated, it'll actually make more money.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it appears that you are doing this character justice in
We are out of focus. What is happening, John?
Ah!
Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. Get that autofocus working, John.
There we go. It's back.
Okay.
I can't. Was Logan was rated R, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was Logan or Deadpool, but I believe James Gunn himself had put out a tweet thread at the time. That like the opening weekend of one of those movies at least, where he was saying like, you know, this weekend this movie came out, we're all excited to see it do well, and what's going to happen now is a bunch of studio heads are going to take the wrong lesson from this and start harvesting and looking for what's the next irreverent R-rated movie we can do, without really looking and seeing whether or not that suits the project or whether or not, you know, like that's the exact right kind of theory to go off of. They're looking at this as like bullet points and stuff.
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
with a comment like that, I would imagine that sure, I think the DCU going forward will have much more carte blanche to go R-rated when they think it's appropriate. But I don't think, especially as compared to Marvel, but I don't think that they will just be like, yeah, make everything rated R. I don't think that's the right spiritual choice to make, and I think they are clever enough to know that that's the case, and I think they are smart enough to know that even though R-rated superhero movies are exciting, superhero movies are also for all audiences, and I think they would be foolish to just be like, nah, no kids over here, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get some, but probably not all of them.
R-rated Superman. Too many penis jokes.
He's just lasering penises. Yeah, he's just lasering dicks. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video? Corridor Crew broke it down on their website at one point where RoboCop. It's the scene in the alleyway with the girl where he shoots the guy in the crotch. Except it's just like tons and tons of guys keep showing up, and RoboCop is just shooting off dick after dick. Yeah,
I have not.
It's very graphic and very amusing.
Sounds like you ruined the joke.
It doesn't matter. Go watch it. It doesn't matter. You'll be entertained. Yes. Hey, YJ, there's your shout out, buddy.
Jessica Cohen stopped by to say hey, but dipped out because of spoilers.
Oh,
What's spoilers? We're talking about upcoming
potential spoilers. What about? We haven't talked about any
any spoilers.
I don't think.
Backhouse Kelly, Merry Christmas to you. Toe.
Absolutely.
A new Disney musical. Always excited for a new Disney musical.
Dakota Jones, John Carpenter should definitely do a Dead Space movie. I feel like that's the one thing he would be passionate about making right now.
Quentin Marcus, top 5 games you played. Ooh. Well, one of our top super chatters here. I would say that top 5 game. Honestly, The Last of Us 2 this is going to be the most controversial thing I say this whole stream. The Last of Us 2 is my all-time favorite video game. It used to be Metal Gear Solid 3, but I would say Last of Us 2. And I know that's a controversial last opinion. But no, that's my favorite game. Played both of them back to back last year, and I was like, "Yep, I love this game. This is my favorite one." It just speaks to me, man. Speaks to me.
Top 5, Resident Evil the remake for GameCube, Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah, Star Fox 64, you know, Resistance Fall of Man,
Yeah.
and something else.
No, we lost our spot.
God darn it!
We lost our
How
spot.
could you?
We tried to go to an order today, and then this shit's got messed up. Oh no. Where are we, John?
We're getting
Who are
there.
we just reading? Oh wait, I think I'm there. No, I'm not there.
You're not there, but it's okay.
It's good. I like to convert these live streams, and we like to convert these into podcasts.
Asteroid City. Okay, so we were.
Oh
Definitely
no, we're right
here.
around here. We're actually
We were
right
definitely here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Seen some opinions about the gun. Big fan from Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Merry holidays to you, Robert
That's-
Swelzel.
You know, that Flash movie better be amazing. I'm just saying.
I don't even know how to feel about that movie anymore. It's like it's gone completely circle in my mind, and now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll see it when I see it.
Zombie Man, of course, Secret Wars is gonna sell out like crazy.
Oh, dude, of course.
Of course, that movie's
Say
gonna
what
be
you will about
gnarly.
Phase 4.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
dude. I mean,
Marvel fatigue will be nothing when Secret Wars drops.
it's interesting. Like, I think what Gunn's doing right now with DC is actually smart because like they're getting all the drama out of the way.
Yeah.
So that way they can create anticipation for when the projects are actually announced.
Sure.
You know, it's just kind of like get the drama out of the way, get the pain out of the way, like start the breakup process. Is what he's doing, you know. So I think it's going to be a fascinating year. But then Marvel's, they got some great. I mean, fucking Deadpool 3's coming 2024, but still, Deadpool 3's.
Hey, it's on the horizon. That's gonna
Hugh
be
Jackman
huge.
returning, man, that's going to be gnarly. Daniel Dune, gutted we didn't review AMC's Pantheon. It was awesome. Sorry, you're the
Dude.
first person and only person I know who's mentioned.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is Pantheon? Please enlighten me.
We might do. I'm holding off on this question. Top 5 movies from this year because we might do like a top movies of 2020. That's why I'm trying to watch The Whale and squeeze in Northman.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to. I want to be able to maybe do a live stream next week where we talk about that.
Cool.
Love from India. Thank you. Thank you for the congrats on the wedding, Andy. Harry, nice to see you here. Daniel Salazar.
Salazar. What's up from Miami? Happy holidays, guys.
That's racist.
It's
man.
very
That's
offensive
racist
accent.
That's so racist, man.
That's racist essay.
When they're fucking Cuban over there.
Sorry, hold on. Happy holidays from
They're doing
Miami.
stereotypical
With all my
LA
cocaine and
Mexican
aviator
voice.
glasses and my white suit. Happy holidays, guys. Thank you for the amazing content and always amazing reactions. Thank you for the amazing comment and support and love you
Thank you.
sent our way.
Thank you so
Really
much, Daniel.
appreciate that.
Daniel Salazar. That sounds like a man from Miami for sure. In
Dude,
a
Daniel
non-racist commentary way.
Daniel Salazar sounds like a guy you don't want to mess with, but you want to be friends with.
River Rock Records. Have you seen Loki's life? Because you clearly see that he can make doubles of himself. He must have been getting into an argument with someone here.
Oh, yeah. River Rock Records has been the subject of many a comment.
Oh, really?
And apparently Devotion was kind of meh.
Did we ban?
That's a bummer.
I mean, how bad has it gotten?
I haven't seen anything that seems like outright offensive, but then again, I've only seen it like once or twice. So
I think even
couldn't
if
tell
you
you.
say something that just slightly irks someone, you deserve to be banned from our chat.
yeah, of course, never
But
disagree.
then don't worry, your comments will still show up in this section on the stream where it says show or hide. So it'll still be seen.
yeah, we'll see it, and you guys will see it on the screen.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
really matter. You just can't directly respond.
TMN. Have you guys seen the new Elvis movie? It is really good. I have seen the new Elvis
Seen the
movie.
Elvis movie, I liked it.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it on the
I
HBO.
Did not know you saw it.
Yeah.
Did you?
I was like, I was saving it for a reaction, but then I was
what
like,
was your opinion?
this won't work. I liked
It
it.
would have worked as a reaction. It just would have been a
Saw
lot
that
of copyright
crazy
claims.
ass music.
There's been a lot of copyright claims.
Oh dang!
It's been like 30 copyright claims, is all.
All right, I won't write off any music-based movies now. Get ready for that Knight's Tale reaction. Let's do it.
You haven't seen A Knight's Tale.
Never. No.
Well, denoise all and mute all the songs.
Yes.
It'll really ruin the experience for you.
Where were we? The Elvis movie? Yeah, I liked Elvis quite a bit. I mean, I feel like it is that sort of coked out experience, and I kind of got what you meant. Whereas like the first half is like whoa, 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 and then it eases into itself. And I didn't even dislike Tom Hanks the way a lot of other people did. Like I was like, I'm sure there was a more suitable casting. However, I'm still enjoying watching this odd caricature portrayal. Like it didn't feel
I
quite as disconnected from everything as I was led to believe.
I never only saw the character.
Sure, absolutely.
I
I'm
always
always
was aware I'm watching Tom Hanks do, like, he's doing good in my opinion, but I'm also not lost in it.
yes.
Especially when you have such a powerful performance like Austin Butler,
Yeah.
who is phenomenal in that
Yes,
film.
he is. Yeah.
Made me cry. I didn't know most of Elvis's story.
Uh-huh.
I cried at that. I don't remember the plot point that well. I saw it one time.
And it is like an onslaught of a movie too. It is one of those ones where even when you see it once, you feel like you lived through some kind of hallucinatory fever dream, and you're like, to get the finest points, I would need to go back.
There's something. Baz Luhrmann has that thing where it's just like nothing leaves this movie.
Yes, there is no cutting room floor. It's all on screen.
We're gonna montage out in some way.
Yeah, totally. No footage gets unused.
But yeah, about like 30, 40 minutes in or something like that, it really started to mesh for me. And I really had no idea. You know, you always assume that every one of these people has some type of tragic life story, but I was like, wow, I didn't realize Elvis was robbed of his money so much.
Mm-hmm. So many people taking advantage of this guy.
He's so legendary. He's like one of the biggest artists of all time.
Uh-huh.
And to know that he did not get access to that money, like, fuck.
Yes,
That's insane to me. That is such a like. I was watching it. And it was one of those experiences where I went home right away. I'm like, what is true? Like,
right.
What is the fact versus fiction here? I had to know.
Well, and Sarah Williams just said, now I knew Elvis hated being in all those beach movies he made. I think he felt them to be useless and stupid at the same time.
But have you guys seen Austin Butler on SNL? He has a nice. He acknowledges the fact that his voice has changed.
And he calls himself Elvis now.
He had a good opening. He had a good monologue, but there's this spoof sketch about. It's kind of like a spoof on like It's a Wonderful Life. I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But it's basically a spoof on like those like 1930s Christmas black and white. It's such a simple sketch, but it is so funny. Okay. It is a great sketch. I really liked it a lot.
I'm glad to hear that.
Guys, leave a like. That means a lot.
Dude, leave that like.
Let's see
Let
here.
YouTube know that you like us. You really like us.
Oh, Backhouse Kelly gave you plenty of movie recommendations. Good to know. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Backhouse.
Upcoming CGI.
Move up to the front house.
I have heard of this movie. It's the Adam Driver film. Haven't seen the trailer, 65. But once I heard Adam Driver Dino, I went, probably going to react to this movie.
Adam Driver
Don't need
in
to watch
Turok.
the trailer.
Let's do it. There's a guy I found on the Instagram who does good impressions, and one of the impressions he does is Adam Driver, and I was impressed because I was like, it's not the most obvious impression that you could do.
I could definitely see. He's got a very distinct delivery and cadence, and
once you see it happen, you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
In my opinion, Adam Driver also one of the best SNL hosts of all time. He is like both times. I think he's hosted twice. He is hysterical.
Oh yeah,
like his so fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
And
very well.
It's crazy because he's known as like this like really serious dramatic actor.
Yeah.
But he is so, and he takes that level of commitment and he understands the comedy. Because I knew Adam Driver from Girls. That's where I associated Adam Driver from.
He was the guy from Girls for so long.
Yeah, but then after like Kylo, like it's crazy how much he's transformed his career. You know, the male lead from Girls, the one with the blossoming career.
I know.
And
what was he like on that show as a character? What kind of guy does he play? Does he play the kind of character you would associate Adam Driver with now?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No, he's kind of like a relatable dude in that movie. Artiste kind of character.
Okay.
But he's great. He was great in that show.
Definitely excited.
Seeing a lot of
take on dinos.
Sexual scenes. You could watch that.
Oh,
but yeah, I would like
to.
Serena Cuevas. Thank you so much, Serena.
Yes.
Thank you for the super chat. Anyone who's contributed to the super chats, thank you so much. Been watching for all y'all for years, and you guys are the best. Congrats on the wedding, Greg. It looked beautiful. It was. It was also like 10 degrees.
It was cold.
Worth it.
But it was
because
good.
the pictures and video look good.
It was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Cold was beautiful too.
Daniel, would you want Jordan Peele to do an MCU movie? Yes.
Sure.
I would love to see that. Probably more of a I actually, with James Gunn, I'd probably want to see him do a DC film. I feel like he'd have more creative reign.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like he could easily do a good Marvel, but yeah, the DC would be more of a peeled joint.
Nitro XL. You guys are my favorite reaction review channel.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
You.
Send that message to Blind Wave, specifically them.
Yes. The real rejects
And then
are our favorite.
find a channel that only has like 5,000 subscribers and send that to them too.
Yeah. Really discouraged them
Yeah.
when they need it the most. Dude.
Thank you, Kevin.
Ty
Fries, thank you for the
plum.
plum.
Yeah.
What's ATSV? I don't know. Okay, let's see here.
ATSV? I've heard that acronym.
What's your
before.
least anticipated movie next year? Great question. The Hunger Games prequel. No interest in seeing that film. I'll still watch this. I would love to be pleasantly surprised by the trailer.
Sure.
Husband. Olivia, you gotta change your last name here.
Oh yeah, dude. Now you're owned by the Alba, so you got to have his last name on you.
Bully McGuire. Greg, were you in It's Always Sunny?
No.
Does this answer your question? What is he? Like 40?
Oh, dude, it's the line.
I want to pitch a spec script to It's Always Sunny,
Sure.
where my character, kid number 2,
Comes back.
comes back, and
He's finally old enough to drink at Patty.
I've become a very successful businessman because I witnessed these adults partying with a bunch of high schoolers and wasting their lives away.
And it
And they
inspired,
inspired
you
me.
to not be that guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That would be a great story too. And imagine if one day you get to be on their podcast.
I want to pitch a spec script for It's Always Sunny. A real spec script I want to pitch. Actually, I just like to see it be made. I don't care if someone else pitches it and does it. I would love to. I just want to see it get made. Is the gang gets rebooted?
Yes.
Where it really, like they recast themselves and stuff. They're like, we're gonna die one day.
Yeah, we gotta hand off patties to somebody.
We gotta
who's-
pass the baton on.
Yeah,
one day.
yeah,
I think it'd be
absolutely.
a perfect It's Always Sunny episode. I would love to. I'm a big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan.
Dennis and Mac just bickering over who people are choosing to be them because they don't see it, and then Charlie has a choice he just really wants to push through, and everyone's like, "No, Charlie, you can't be a black guy."
Yeah. Yeah. The Last of Us getting a lot of love. I'm so excited for The Last of Us. The Marvels gained some love. Can't wait for Knock in the Cabin in the Woods. That's right. That movie is coming out.
Shyamalan.
That's a reaction movie.
That's a reaction movie.
Sometimes
Every
we weigh it out by
Shyamalan is
like
a reaction movie.
it's weighed out by more people watch the reaction instead. Like sometimes I just like doing the reviews, but for Knock in the Cabin in the Woods, I'm like people might not even watch the reaction. But
Yeah.
it'd be more worth it in the end.
Jimmy Y is the joking clown. Did you hear Johnny Depp is back in business, and do you care?
Of course I do.
No, I don't really care.
He seems like he's been enjoying himself. You don't really care that Johnny Depp's back in business?
I don't want to think about Johnny Depp for a while. I just don't want
Why?
to think about him. I don't know.
When I think about him, I want to go to Amber Page and yell at her.
yeah, that's right.
Did I say Amber Page?
Amber Page.
What's her last name?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. I completely forgot it.
It's okay.
Amber
Queen Mira. It's good. He's. I saw a video of him as Captain Jack recently doing one of those charitable, appearances. It was cool, but I'm just like, I don't know. I want the taste out of my mouth for a little while before I'm like, hey, he's back.
I would love it if he's just getting laid left and right.
He is. It's happening. It has to be happening.
Might as well take advantage.
They ruled me innocent. So let's do this.
No, you gotta be smart though. You can't just be sleeping around with people.
Sure, he can, as long as he's being ethical about it.
Yeah.
He absolutely could be. Because now he's more popular than
Yeah,
ever,
it's
and
true. You
every
can't
woman
cancel
out there
him.
wants to
Reserve
come
it
in and be
and
like,
send.
what she did to you, I will never do that to you, Johnny Depp. I will fix you.
It'll work on me too when I meet him.
Sure. We'll all cuddle Johnny Depp.
Sky next to. Oh my God. Happy birthday to you, Sky. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Copyright
A happy non-copyrighted birthday song about you. And
What's both your most anticipated movie aside from Barbie? Weirdly is not my favorite trailer. It does not look like the best movie of the year to me. It doesn't. I weirdly have Indiana Jones 5 on my list, though, as my most anticipated.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm just so curious to see if they pull it off better. Like, can it be as great as, like 1 or 3? and will Doomcock take back anything he said?
Will he eat crow?
Yeah.
If only. Yeah, Indiana Jones is definitely high up on that list. I have actual sort of hope for
Do you
that.
have an actual possible number one? First one that springs to mind.
The one.
Give a real answer.
Okay, the real
Not
answer.
like this, but this also, and this also maybe, but maybe that one too.
All right, fine. Then I will be on brand, and I will say that I'm a sucker, and I'm excited for Saw 10. I'm gonna
There you
put it out
go,
there.
finally.
Saw is coming back. I will
Finally, the truth, John.
John Kramer, Tobin Bell will be in it. Like, as much as I was here for Chris Rock's Saw and would have watched more Spiral movies, I'm like, yes, I cannot
Yeah.
wait for the return of John Kramer. So that and an Evil Dead Rise are pretty neck and neck.
Oh my God, the Avatar pitch meeting
Is out. We have
Thank
to
you.
do it.
I would love to do it.
Yeah.
I'd love to just end this stream, not read anyone else's super chats that we have not gotten to.
Yeah.
Just be like, sorry guys,
Whatever.
pitch meeting. Time is of the essence right
Yes.
now.
It's comedic joke.
Gotta laugh at Ryan George.
Gotta find a way to comment and embellish his video.
My most anticipated film next year from Dragon Soldier. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes.
I gave a generous contribution to Chris Stuckman's Shelby Oaks. I'm very excited for it, man. I'm hoping that I can just message him and be like, "Say, can I go to one of your screenings?"
Hey, buddy.
I think my Kickstarter package actually, bless you, allows me to go to one of your screenings, but I would love to be able to go and distract and try to take all the attention away from you. Try to get everyone talking to me.
Yeah, record your reaction during the movie.
Yeah, I would love to. I can't wait. I forgot that is a. I mean, I never. With a film like his, it might not. You could spend a while assembling it. That it could come out 2024.
Yeah.
But if it comes out 2023, yeah, I'm very excited for it. That'd be amazing. It'd be such a fascinating journey of like someone like Bo Burnham, the way he's transitioned. He doesn't like document the journey in a way that's just constantly letting people in on it.
Yeah.
Whereas Chris Stuckman is taking the path of, I'm not trying to do this behind. It's like I have stuff that I'm working on that I'm not talking to anybody about publicly.
Yeah.
I'm doing the exact opposite of Stuckman, and but he's done. So there's more eyes on him. There's more pressure on him to deliver. So I think he would give his best effort. Like I regardless of how the film turns out, even if I end up like not liking it myself, I have a hard time believing I'm gonna walk away going, it doesn't look like this man put his best work in here, though.
Oh, no, of
Yeah.
course not. Yeah. No, I'm excited to see what he comes up with because
Yeah.
even just following along with his little updates, like it seems like he's very passionate and like they're
Definitely.
I mean, getting some creepy stuff on tape. So
I would love. I can't wait to see it. Love to see it. Andrew Kelly. Thank you, Andrew. Excited for Creed 3. Finally, some love for Creed 3.
woo,
Especially with Jonathan Majors. Yes.
love that Jonathan Majors
And also, it's
Michael B. Jordan's
Michael B.
directing.
Jordan directorial debut. It's
That's right, man. Michael B. Jordan.
gonna be a sexy experience.
It's gonna be so hot. It's gonna be the most buff movie ever. He was good. He was a good cyborg too. I liked him in Flashpoint.
Michael B. Jordan was Cyborg.
He was cyborg. He was Victor Stone.
Did not know that.
He was the one voice who I was like, I'm pretty sure I know who that voice is.
I did not know that.
Yeah. If you hear it again, you'll definitely immediately be like, oh damn, yeah.
Let's see here. My wedding was last weekend. Yes. Eon Blush, thank you so much. John, take it away.
I don't know if y'all listen to Juice World, but recently I've been watching Moon Knight again, and y'all should listen to In My Head by Juice World because that is the perfect song for Marvel's Moon Knight. You should do. I've heard some Juice World. I haven't heard this particular Juice World joint. Rest in peace, Juice World. But what you should do is you should make one of those YouTube videos where someone takes a popular song and then like does a super cut of like a bunch of Moon Knight moments set to this song that thematically fits the themes of the show. You should do that. And then we will both listen to it.
There is. Let me try to find the song here because I've been wanting to do one. It's just be very, very time consuming and unmonetizable.
Yeah. Thus a waste of creative energy. Definitively.
The band is called The Score.
Ooh, cool.
What is the name of the song? I think the song is called Stronger.
Okay.
And I wanted to do one for Henry Cavill's Superman.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
You'd have so much.
That is what I wanted to do. It would get traction and blocked for use of song that would, because you can't just, denoise it. Yeah, see, Clown Prince of Crime, you get it, man. You the Bat family, very important. Mm-hmm. Sean C, thank you so much, Sean C. John is a big fan of YouTuber Sean C.
That's right. Like him.
Thank you for the appreciation comment. That means a lot. Thank you. It's always nice to have a new person on board with the Reject Nation.
Show enough. Welcome aboard.
The Flash is my most anticipated DCU project. Hope to get the trailer by latest January.
Aw.
I think it's coming in February. I think that was like officially unveiled. It's coming in February.
So
Connie!
Connie
in the hizzy!
Connie, Genghis Connie.
Connie's an actual friend. Happy holidays to my two favorite dudes. Happy holidays to you, Connie. Thank you for being here.
We'll have to see a movie together in 2023.
Marvel. I think when Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantamania kills it, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good, absolutely.
Not excited for Scream 6 without Sydney. I'm curious to see if they can pull it off.
I am too. I mean, I guess part of me then goes.
She was my first movie crush.
I know.
Sydney Prescott.
See, part of me goes like, I wish at this point they wouldn't even bring back Gale. Like they would almost like relieve themselves for an installment of having to incorporate legacy characters. But yeah, I'm sad at the circumstances. However, in the previous in Scream 5, she wasn't like the most vital character in how they used her. So, it's more of a bummer of like, yeah, it's Scream. I love seeing Neve Campbell be Sydney, but at the same time, hey, go do your thing and see how that goes.
I really hated the whole thing with Billy Loomis and and like the imagination of Billy Loomis.
I thought that was a strangely handled motif.
I hated it, and
I
think they should bring it back though with Dewey.
Yes. Oh, do it, Ghost Dewey. I want it. I want Ghost Dewey.
Make it happen.
That's
one of the things that I think really lacks in that film. Like I have a lot of issues with Scream 5.
But wait, with something with Dewey or something with
No, I think Dewey's death is powerful, and you get like a minute of Courtney Cox being like, ah! She gets to kill the one who did it, but it doesn't feel like a personal revenge conquest in that moment. Sure, it's just like we got to do our thing, we got to kill them.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's the fucking love
that's
of your
for
life.
Dewey. Yeah, they made so much out of the
really,
lingering.
Really bothers me.
Yeah, they made so much out of the lingering, threads of your relationship too in the movie.
Yeah,
so yeah,
I did not like how. I have a lot of issues with that movie.
Yeah, sure.
Alex C. Wow, just stumble on this. Well, happy for you to be here.
Welcome. Hiya, right back at ya.
Um,
It was a great year for movies. Every movie was great, including Uncharted with Tom Holland.
The lead actress's pose is the image of the Mona Lisa. Oh, really? I did not catch that in Glass Onion.
Oh, wowie.
Totally missed that.
Ah, that's fun.
I like your taste here, Megan. Knock at the Cabin's Ant-Man 3.
There's apparently an Insidious 5 coming out, too, which I'm excited for.
Isn't Patrick Warburton?
Patrick
Wilson directing
Insidious. I'm here to look at some ghosts. Patrick Wilson is directing, yes. He's gonna be naked in the director's chair.
He's gonna have James Wan produce it, so he knows what he's doing the whole
time. Yeah, James, can you like this shot? What would you do in this situation, James? Okay, yeah, do that.
Quentin Anthony Anderson, thank you again, buddy. Curious why I never got a reaction to the Cocaine Bear or Violent Night trailer. Assume right after Alan, the reactions would be awesome. Well, we'll probably cover the movie, so don't you fret.
Oh, Violent Night just dropped on VOD.
No, yeah,
VOD.
we just didn't do it.
There was something else happening.
Sometimes shit's just happening in the day, and then we're caught up with something else. Especially like working on the movie reactions. Those are very they take.
to consume time.
They can consume a good amount of time. So, sometimes it's just like, all right, it's not going to do this right now.
Don't worry, Robin West Parker. The Gunniverse will be your retribution. The Gunn Saffron verse.
You're asking me, Quentin, if I've seen High Top Films video essays? I'm a massive fan of High Top Films video essays. I've interacted with that. I've talked to him quite a bit on social media before. He's fucking awesome.
Have you seen High Top Films video essays? They are all very in-depth and written great.
I call myself pretentious to alleviate anything of anyone calling me pretentious in my videos, but I am a passionate speaker and on a more poignant delivery.
It's like he's here in the room. It's good.
Pandemic Jones in here.
Pandemic. Love you, buddy.
I love how you made a comedy on Blosh, and then you put it in the super chat, then you put it here again. Let's see here. Film theory, it's shaking time. When Mario becomes his full self in the upcoming Mario movie, his Chris Pratt voice disappears and he'll be transformed into the original Mario with his original Mario voice. That would be interesting. It would be like the Crimes of Grindelwald.
Sure. Yeah, this guy just became a totally different guy.
Yeah.
And that's who he really is.
And a very different voice actor.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a me.
Is it true that
so
if
weird.
Pattinson wants to continue as Batman, he requested that no other properties come into his journey, so to speak, other than Zoe Kravitz as Selena again? Yeah, I would want that.
I can see that.
And James Gunn has shouted out Matt Reeves as a filmmaker in other like interviews before he took over, and I think he would want Matt Reeves' Batman to be separate. I feel like he'd support that.
Everyone.
I don't know. Everything's surprising me these days. I don't know.
Yeah, unless they really tool the universe into just being that aesthetic overall. But yeah, I feel like everyone seems smart enough to know that the charm of that is that it has its own universe and it doesn't need to be tainted by a lot of other clashing tones.
Disney movies like Elemental and Wish. Yes,
Ooh.
I can't wait for those.
What if Elements had feelings?
Elemental. What if Elements had feelings?
What if
that
feelings
is
had
the pitch.
feelings? Yeah. What's the best James Cameron movie?
The Abyss.
What's the worst James Cameron movie?
Piranha 2.
Piranha 2? That's probably it. Damn. You beat me to it.
There's gonna be someone in here who's like, "It's got a special place in my heart."
Actually, it's Avatar 1 and 2.
One
Best
might
James
argue that
Cameron.
Avatar is the thing that destroyed the James Cameron that we know. But he's always been a technological innovator.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like... I don't feel like you could argue that the same way you could argue, like, CGI ruined Tim Burton. Like, I feel like there's a much easier argument to make.
There's more. I mean, CGI made it easier for Tim Burton, whereas James Cameron is purposeful.
Yeah.
Very, very purposeful.
And is never content with what's available here and now.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did read this one from Eon.
It's okay, though. We got to get that Juice World. You got to do that super cut, man. Hashtag.
I've seen a good amount of
Night edits.
of Castlevania. It's awesome.
Ooh, cool.
Vero, Greg, what do you think of Spectacular Spider-Man himself being confirmed for Across the Spider-Verse?
Oh, that's
Can
what
Coy and
ATSV
John
means.
do a spectacular reaction?
Dude.
You know what? I might assign such a case.
I would love that.
I do really. I think Spectacular Spider-Man. It pains me the way because it doesn't conclude because it got canceled because of I don't know, something like it wasn't like it had nothing to do with lack of views. It was something with the merger happened. I think it was a merger or property. It might not have been the merger, some business shit, and so it didn't get to properly end, and it really bums me out. And it would be cool if Across the Spider-Verse decided to like throw in a few lines just to alleviate that.
Yeah.
I would love that. But yeah, because that was the biggest part. I loved Spectacular Spider-Man. I love that. That was such an easy cartoon to get into. Rosa Parra in the chat. Hey, Rosa.
Holding it down, seeing all the films, all the cinema. I've loved catching your thoughts.
Yeah.
You are a prolific cinephile, and I admire that.
Okay. Psyched for more Severance. I still haven't seen Severance.
Everyone loves that show.
Still haven't seen it. Ryan Johnson been enjoying my movie watch. Thank you.
Dude,
Thank you for my movie
Ryan
watch.
Johnson's got a show coming out with Natasha Lyonne in 2023. I'm excited to see.
Bucky Barnes, thank you, Bucky, for being who you are.
Yeah, put some respect on Scott Lang.
Alessio, thank you for the super chat. Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, show, Ahsoka. Those are good ones.
Those are good choices.
Those are good ones.
Looking forward to those as well.
Let's see here. Jane and the Autobots. Hey, Jane.
Hey.
Speaking of Warrior, how did we request you to finally watch Tom Hardy's Warrior? Yeah, John, when are you getting to that?
Dude,
When are you finally going to watch Tom Hardy's Warrior?
Several years ago at a test screening.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, it was good. I was surprised people went as nuts for the movie as they did, but it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I only saw like the first few minutes.
It's good. It's a good movie.
And I didn't get to finish it.
I don't know how.
I literally only saw the first few minutes. I remember something about Joel Edgerton being poor.
Sure.
Is he poor? Am I wrong about that?
I think.
Joel Edgerton's more like the upright.
Yeah, he's the more.
He's like it was a suit or something.
He's the less black sheep of the family-ish
yeah,
one,
but
but they're
Tom
both
Hardy's
kind
like
of
the-
struggling.
Tom Hardy's like the cooler one.
Yeah, and then there's Nick
Yeah.
Nolte, who's
The dad
the dad of them both.
reprising his role from Hulk.
Yeah.
yeah,
Looking like he's gonna die
Yeah.
every frame.
yeah. I would love to react to it though because I
check
literally
it
don't even remember
Check it
the
out.
bits I saw.
Good movie.
But yeah, I would love to.
It's very emotional. It's a guy crime movie.
I'm assuming it leads to the brothers fighting each other in the end. 'Cause
I
those are
don't
the-
want to
those are the
spoil
poster.
anything for you.
I've seen the image where like from ever ago where like they have arms around each other after the fight, but I'm like, who won? I don't watch it.
Yeah. No, it's worth it. It's a good guy crime.
I would love to watch it.
It's a good guy crime movie.
That's the problem with me now. You know, it's like now I'm at this point in my career, as I call it here. I call this my career.
It is. It is in many ways. It's your enterprise. It's your empire.
That if I don't cry at a certain thing, people are like, disappointed you didn't cry at that.
You
huh?
didn't engage with the piece.
Gotta say,
If you didn't
you
cry,
must have hated this.
yeah, you're wrong.
Or not felt a thing towards this.
Yeah, you were
Due to
not
the fact
moved
that I expected
You
tears
didn't
from
pay
you at this
attention.
moment, Greg.
all.
Like, man, I'm not on a soap opera where I'm commanded to cry. Like, here, I don't feel like crying. I'm just not gonna cry.
No, you should cry always, even when it's inappropriate. Then people really start tuning in. They're like, what is this guy going to cry about next?
Hey, Greg, since you just watched Princess and the Frog, I heard they might bring Connor's restaurant to the Disney grounds. What do you think? I heard that. I heard they're changing one of the rides to Princess and the Frog
Splash Mountain.
because Splash Mountain's racist
The
or
Song
something.
of the South is
So they're
problematic.
unracisming it by like who's the black one? Put her. But yeah, let's do that one.
Who-
Now we're
who's-
not racist.
Which
Look
movie?
at us for not being racist.
Which movie most cost efficiently lends itself to repurposing this
yeah,
ride?
look at us.
It's Princess and the Frog, but I'm excited. I like
White men, we have made the right decision here.
We have elevated people of color at Disneyland,
yes.
and our job is done fixing racism.
I really like the character Tiana a lot, though. I thought she was. I like the character more of Tiana than I did the actual movie. Yeah, especially because she was like independent and goal oriented and motivated and
Yeah.
set out to be like make a business for herself. I'm like, this is a cool, especially for a female character. This is a cool character to have in a Disney movie. It's not just like, I want a man.
Yeah, and happening before the time where everyone was like, had their hackles raised about incorporating that kind of character in the first place. Like, I feel like it gets to be a little more genuine in that pursuit because of being ahead of the focal point of that conversation.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, you got characters, like I saw Moana recently. You got characters like Moana, who's very, much her own, like, literally no interest in being a princess or nothing about a man at all. and I think that's really cool. And but there's something just like relatable and grounded because we all see that with so many like male portrayals of like the man wanting to make a name for himself and a career and stuff like career driven, and to get that from the female perspective in classic Disney animated format, I thought was refreshing. That was a refreshing experience to me.
Yeah, totally.
Stephen Jenkins, thank you for the super chat.
Jenks.
Thank you so much. Theoretically, hear me out here. If you're attacked by an infinite number of rabid penguins, John,
Yeah.
getting released in swarms of 10 every 15 seconds, how many could you beat before they kill you? You need this for research.
10 every 15 seconds.
How many could you beat before they kill you? Infinite number of rabid penguins? I mean,
Do I have a weapon? Or is it just my hands and feet?
I think even with my own hands and feet, I don't think a single one of them could land a single one on me.
I mean,
I think I could kick a penguin's ass.
Yeah, you could probably do a lot of sweeping and a lot of kicking and
I mean,
a lot of,
I've fought many a penguin before, many one-on-one cage fights.
Yeah.
And yeah, the way of Liam Neeson versus wolves, I do that often in the Antarctic with penguins. And I gotta say, like, penguins got nothing. I can go through like the whole fields of them.
Yeah.
Mow them down.
10,000 penguins, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Morgan Freeman's
None of them
narrating
will take me down.
my ass whooping I'm delivering.
That's
when I'm
right.
doing it.
As the fist connects with the bill of the penguin,
That's
they lose their egg.
This is the
They've been
weirdest fucking
sheltering
question
all
I've
winter.
ever seen.
What do you guys think? How many penguins could you take out?
Bucky Barnes, subscriber to Fan Pops. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I would love to watch Ted Lasso, Ronaldo.
Do
and
it,
then be
season.
reminded of him and Olivia Wilde's ongoing divorce.
Yeah. You'll be just in time for the new season in 2023.
What a nasty public divorce.
Ugh.
Cave, might as well turn it to a reality show. Cave Tamar, the Boy Season 4 is coming. No one's talking enough about that. Yes, the Boy Season 4 cannot
Bring
wait.
back Jensen.
Yeah.
Bring
We demand we
back
bring back
Soldier
Jensen.
Boy.
Why aren't you guys doing this?
Soldier Boy. Are you excited for Gen V?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I think Amazon did a terrible job promoting that.
Yes, a little bit.
All they had to do was say the Boys spinoff in their title. Would have gotten so much more attention.
The Boys Generation V.
Yeah.
It's
Or
okay.
Gen V, the boys, or something like that. It's
something where it's obvious.
that
Yeah. To
but-
people who aren't plugged into this.
Yeah. Because my first thought when I heard Gen V, I'm like, some weird young adult show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The only reason I knew Gen V was because I heard about it, you know?
Yeah.
That Megan movie looks corny as hell. Goddamn right. Is the rumor about Carl from Walking Dead being the next Superman real? I'm too lazy to research. I don't know. I'm not sure I want that.
Chandler Riggs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Or how about Kyle Chandler?
Kyle Chandler would be a fine.
It'd be a good
Superman.
Pa Kent, actually.
Actually.
Wasn't he a Pa Kent? Was he in that Brightburn movie? No. That was
no,
Roy
no.
from The Office.
Yeah.
I'm getting it
yeah.
all confused.
Okay, Chandler Riggs, Superman, Coral. Dude, are they ever gonna rig
Clark.
Clark? To voice Superman in RWBY Justice League crossover.
I would love to see Austin Butler play Superman with his now accent.
Sure.
I'm the man of steel.
Paul, I need to go save those people.
Lois, I'd love to do an interview with you.
Dude, this guy is crazy. He has
Jimmy Olsen,
become.
you are one hell of a photographer. Jimmy Olsen.
Come take my picture. You're my official photographer now.
Yes, I agree, Sarah Williamson. Thanks, Pandemic. I like the way we're doing the stream too. Very nonchalant
chill.
here.
Yeah. And I like that idea about a Mandela effect movie. That would be cool.
Joshua Toppy, thanks for the super chat. How does it feel being a married man, Greg? It feels like all the ladies pining over Greg. I'm going to have to redirect the traffic lane to John because we all know that's how it goes around here.
Ladies.
Just
oh no.
like, ladies, please.
Too much
I used to say
ladies.
yes to all, but I'm married now. So if you just follow the signs leading to this door,
It's raining,
you'll
John.
catch John over there waiting in Terminal 5B for
Hey.
you, ladies.
Hey, that's right. Come find me at the airport. I will get you there. I will have you soaring over California. That's right. That's how it goes here. It's Reject Nation.
Thank you for the super chat there.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers is doing a Nosferatu film.
Yes, he is. I'm excited.
What?
Yeah.
I am jacked for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Is that
I've
coming out in
never
23?
been more excited for a remake
why.
in my life.
Yeah, who's in that? Isn't it Bill Skarsgård or something?
Willem Dafoe
Probably.
as the shadow of the vampire.
the
Let's get it
same
going.
It's just the same
Willem
cast as
Dafoe
the
and John
Lighthouse.
Malkovich making it.
Woo! Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, and Robert Eggers.
Lily Rose Depp, really?
Yeah.
Is he gonna set it in New England?
Hopefully.
Please.
Yeah, it's going to be in Maine or Rhode Island.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it's not gonna be at all what people expect.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård is Nosferatu.
Because it seems like he does
Count
what,
Orlok.
seems like Bill Skarsgård. What, really?
Yeah, which
What
is
the fuck?
Which is like, come on.
I'm
Come
starting
on.
to get.
I get it.
He's like the new
Creepy.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, sure.
of like,
Sure.
Who's like the most obvious creepy actor you can play for him.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, not to say too much, but like so much of the charm of something like Barbarian was like, oh, okay, they got that. They knew that. Whereas here I'm like, okay, so we're gonna see him play another pale,
I love that movie.
evil character.
That is definitely one of my favorite movies of the year.
Absolute
I loved
vodka,
it.
yeah.
I saw some people who really don't like that movie. I love it.
I mean, I think Barbarian is easily one of the top, and like
top
I like
three. I know what my number one is.
Sure.
I
far and away.
undoubtedly know what my number one is.
I think we're on the same page at that.
Yeah,
but,
we might. Yeah, really, I think we are too, probably.
Yeah.
It's easily my number one.
But-
movie.
But Barbarian was definitely close to the top, and I mean, like people love Smile, but I much preferred Barbarian over that. It's much more.
Yeah.
It's weird because
Right.
they're both kind of doing things that have been done, but Barbarian felt like locked
Yeah,
in and
sure.
fresh and rollicking the whole time.
No, man. Yeah, I way prefer Barbarian.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider Smile as like top 10.
Well, that was one where we saw it, and I was like, okay, I get why this is popular.
really
and I
liked it
get
a
what's
lot,
really
yeah.
good. I get what's good
Sure.
about it, but on the whole, I definitely don't appreciate this as much. 'Cause
Yeah,
it is
no.
doing a lot more. Just sort of like, yeah, I've seen this, and it's just lucky that this is good and it's focusing on the right thing.
I respect Smile a lot.
Yeah,
Like and I love the act and there's some truly scary moments.
there are.
But,
Yeah, it's a good blockbuster horror movie.
Yes, I would categorize it there, but we are more elevated than that, John.
That's right. We are Babadook.
We are a little bit more above. We are a higher tier.
We are
of cinema
elevated horror people.
consumers.
Everyone's favorite turn of phrase.
It does sound like such a demeaning word.
Elevated horror.
Yeah,
As because the rest of it is lowbrow horror.
It sounds like it is a. It is who is the one who said they don't like using that term? There was a director recently who said they don't like saying elevated horror. It might have been the Barbarian director.
It may, yeah, sure.
And I agreed with that. I'm like, it does sound like, it sounds like higher than.
Yeah, it's just a
I-
different
I
kind of
don't-
horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like, they weren't fucking saying that when movies like Shining and Exorcist came out.
Yeah,
Like, this is elevated horror, you know.
Yeah, it's just they have more dramatic elements than
This is an
real
elevated
elements.
comedy.
That's right.
You know,
Uh-huh.
like is that what you call a Coen Brothers comedy? This
Yeah,
is an
that's it.
elevated
Yeah,
comedy.
this is a comedy for sophisticates.
Yeah. Otherwise, you
Uh.
will not enjoy Hail Caesar if you do not have.
You won't like burn after reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, or intolerable cruelty.
Cinematic goodness. Thank you for the super chat.
Ooh,
Congrats on the wedding. Congrats to you too.
congratulations,
This-
Mazel tov.
This may be unrelated, but since you've been on a Disney kick with those reactions, any movies you haven't seen that you're excited, curious about reacting to in 2023? Oh, good question. Good question. Haven't seen Brave.
Me too.
Minto.
Minto.
Haven't seen Brave.
I haven't seen Lilo and Stitch.
Matter of fact, motherfuckers, I got a whole list of movies. I got all my notes.
Yeah, look out.
We'll list off 5 random ones.
Go to
5 random ones.
mine's.
I got a lot of movies here. I don't even number, but I got at least 40 of requests.
Dang.
Oh, I can cross off Princess and the Frog right now.
Hey.
Jennifer's Body, I really want to watch.
Yeah, do it.
I really
I
want
like
to see
Jennifer's
Jennifer's
Body.
Body. I was on a Tom
like
Hanks
that movie.
kick for a while. So for some reason, I just missed out on all the classic Tom Hanks films. A League of Their Own, I haven't seen.
Ooh.
And I haven't seen Philadelphia. I haven't seen
I haven't
Philadelphia.
seen that either. Yeah.
I haven't seen 12 Monkeys.
Nor have I.
John and I have
Terry
not
Gilliam.
seen The Goonies.
No, look out.
Um,
Dang, yeah.
I know you haven't seen Dread, and I would love to rewatch it because I literally only remember a moment, but I'm like, I can't tell you anything about
Yeah.
it other than something about a drug and what happens to a character in the end.
Okay.
Because
lots
I'm
and lots
pretty
of-
sure I saw that in the theaters while I was on an edible. So I
Yeah.
don't remember anything about it.
Sure, absolutely.
So I would love to, but I would have to be honest and be like, I've seen it before. Like if I were to react with you, I'd be like, I have seen it, but I was on an edible at the time many
Yeah,
years ago,
yeah.
so I don't remember it. But yeah, I remember a moment because the edible was to start wearing off by the time I got to the moment. And it is a famous moment, so I think it's because it's been referenced a lot. This moment, that's why I remember it.
Okay.
But yeah, I have.
How high?
But
I'm excited
John has
for
to do
that.
Face Off.
Face.
I gotta
Take
make-
his face off. Yeah, I want to do Face Off. I'm excited for Face Off.
I like Face Off a lot. I think there's a lot of people often write that off as just like some cool cheesy action film. But I'm like, I think there's more going for this movie than people give it credit for.
Okay. I'm happy to hear that because I've mostly been aware of it as a meme. So we'll do that back to back with Con Air.
No, okay. See, Con Air is just it's like a cheesy action movie. But no, Face Off has I think Face Off has surprisingly good character work.
Okay. Well, and I mean,
They trade places and they really deal with it, and I think there's great performances from.
John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I think they do great jobs there.
All right.
When they're playing their original characters, they're doing excellent. And then when they play other and then when they switch, I think they do a great job playing the other ones, and it
Okay.
doesn't feel like an impersonation.
Oh, good.
And
I
they
am
do
excited.
characters. I think they do great work. They really do shit that I'm like, I don't know why people always write this movie off as just a cheesy action film. When I'm like, I think it does so much more than that.
So it
I've
manages.
seen this countless times.
It
Yeah.
manages to both have the meme but be a film with actual
Yeah.
reminders that
Oh,
these two
definitely.
actors are capable. Yeah.
The first 20 minutes would not give you that impression, but as it goes, it gets emotional. Yeah, I like Face Off a lot. Let's see here.
Oh, Fight Club. I gotta watch Fight Club.
Fight Club, yeah, it's another
Yeah.
great one.
I have a whole big ass list here.
That's true. I agree with that. People at the end of the day, Sarah Williams. We're talking about the R-rated stuff with DC. They still have to answer to Zaslav.
They still gotta make money. They
Yeah.
still gotta be profitable.
Even Feige still has someone to answer to at the end of the day.
Mickey Mouse.
And WB is they tend to have very reactive leaders instead of people who stick to their guns.
Yeah, man. They change every step of the way.
Game Bro Gaming. Tell them to scroll. Now I don't want to scroll. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep it here.
These are the comments for the rest of the show.
Let's see here.
True Detective season
Ratings
4.
do limit your marketing, though. That is true.
Sure.
Especially when you tend to places like China.
China.
Wait a minute.
Ooh,
We
Pig. I wanna
totally
see
missed a
Pig.
super. Oh my god. We missed some. What happened
Chase, Janine?
here? Oh, we had to scroll. Oh
Holy
my god,
crap,
we missed some.
Connor.
What happened here?
I have not a clue.
It's because if we spend too much time on keeping the screen frozen,
Yeah.
it just automatically does this thing. Hold on, we got to back up here. Oh my god.
Got so many.
Oh my god. John, refresh. Where's the
This is the page. It's up
yeah,
here,
we got a menu here in case a situation like this occurred so I can know who the last one was. That
The last of
the last of the super chats.
chats. The last of us super chatters.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry everyone.
Oh, what up, TJ? TJ from San.
Okay, no, we're right. Okay, perfect. We're right here in terms of the super chat.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Congratulations.
Perfect.
Yeah, Mazel Tov.
All right, cool. See, because we are reading other comments too, and people are
Yeah.
just crap around,
In
but we
fact,
always are.
this might be the most other comments we've read in the live stream.
And no, we've cursed ourselves by putting your
Now we
chat
have
here
to do
on the
this.
center of frame now, because then we just look bad if we're not reading it.
Yeah. What are you self-centered jerks talking about?
Alex C. Mazel tov on the marriage. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks
L'chaim.
for all you've given me this year. I've given you so much, and now you give us super chats, so you give back in return. R.I.P. Who's this?
Alex C.
R.I.P.
Oh yes, Los Spookies. I'm
I'm
so sad.
Sad to say, I'm not familiar.
Viva Los Spookies is a mostly Spanish language show on HBO. Fred Armisen is one of the producers and is a supporting character, but it's about this group of friends who are all quirky and sort of misfits, and they make this business putting together haunted experiences for people. And so sometimes it's like I need to scare somebody, or sometimes it's like I'm throwing a weird party, but then other hijinks ensue. It's very charming, and I love it. And yeah, I wish it would be back for a season 3. I was so excited, in fact, because season 2 dropped just recently, like after such a long break because of the pandemic, and I guess it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching season 2. I love Los Spookies.
Well, one of us knew what that was.
Yeah.
High expectations for Ant-Man 3. Hell
Surely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Go Ant-Man.
Caitlin, I don't think we're covering the Witcher Blood Origin.
Rooting for Michelle Yeoh,
We're
though.
learning to say no to certain things right now. And we have to be a little more decisive. And I could go into a whole bunch of reasoning as to why. But
No, man.
please know that we have done many factoring and consideration on things. But we have directions we want to go with the channel next year. And December was kind of an experimental month for it. So, Sarah Williamson. Now, I knew Elvis hated being all those beach movies. Oh, that's right. You pointed that out earlier.
I've seen some of those beach movies, too. And boy, howdy.
Thoughts on the FNAF movie? Waiting for a trailer. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Waiting for a trailer.
Who did they just cast? They just cast a couple people.
Austin Butler as Freddy.
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so long in the making, and it's like there's so many weird stakes attached to it. Like that's the one that is a property I'm very nervous for, as much as I'm excited about.
Jacob Elordi as Soups. Seen that going around quite a bit.
Which one's Jacob Elordi? I know I've seen his name and face. Oh yeah, Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard.
Probably more familiar with face.
Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson are in FNAF. Jacob Elordi.
Michael Mack. Thank you, Michael. David Hayter and Cam Clark just released a Grinch parody song called Liquid Grinch. Check it out. David Hayter did a Grinch parody song? Screenwriter of Scorpion King? David Hayter?
He wrote
I don't know,
Scorpion King?
I think I'm wrong about that.
Co-wrote X2, right?
X-Men 1 and X-Men 2.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
I think he co-wrote X-Men 1 and was the sole screenwriter for X-Men 2.
Yeah, which
And
good.
he was like secretly brought on board for X-Men 1. Like he wasn't supposed to, but Bryan Singer did something good. and I don't think
We're not
Scorpion
allowed to
King.
acknowledge that.
I'm pretty sure I'm way wrong about the Scorpion King.
I hope you're right. No one
on the battlefield.
No
I mean, to me, he had the first. I could be wrong, but he had the most distinct, other than like a fucking Mario or something. But in terms of like cinematic games, he had the first most distinct voice.
Oh yeah, dude. Like to the point where
I might be wrong about that.
To the point where like replacing him with Kiefer Sutherland was like blasphemy
On the battlefield. But if you're gonna replace his voice, Kiefer Sutherland's not a bad pick.
No, I mean, if you got to, it's
he
like
did write the Scorpion King.
Hey!
Oh man, I did not realize that.
And 4 episodes of Warrior Nun. Rest in peace.
Let's see here. I don't want what happened earlier to happen again.
And Watchmen.
I hope you all keep watching the DCAU movies. Yeah, man.
That's right.
Kicked it off on the right first 2 ones. There's a few I haven't seen.
Dude, jump in with Coy.
Just be you and I.
Oh, really? That would be crazy.
Coy's not ruining it for everyone.
Yeah, that way Coy's not sitting here being like, comics!
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley Wilson.
Julia Mendez, I love your videos. My favorite reaction from you is B99. Oh, thank you.
Aw,
Glad to know someone watches those.
love those.
Kayla V. Thank you, Kayla, for the super chat. Congratulations on your marriage, Greg. Love you guys.
Kayla 5.
Love you too, Kayla V for Vendetta.
I am curious about the new Haunted Mansion movie with Owen Wilson and is it Taraji or is it somebody else? Somebody's in that.
No.
Well,
no idea.
anyway, I'm excited.
Is it still Del Toro?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it about that.
Hi,
hope
Tony. Hi, Tony. Thank you for being here.
Tony.
Oh, react to Joyride 1. Dude, I know Joyride 1 way too well. Your tail lights out. Yeah, I love that movie.
Is that the Paul Walker movie?
Underrated. Yeah, and Steve Zahn.
Oh,
and
dude,
and
Steve
a girl. Who's that?
Jennifer Biel? Jessica
no,
Biel?
not Jessica. Is it Jessica Biel? I don't remember who the I know. It's like I know this movie so well, but I'm like, well, who is the girl in it? I don't think it's Jessica Biel.
Apparently, Justin Simeon is directing the Haunted Mansion. But let's
Cool,
see.
can't wait. Oh, I think Joel's
Joyride.
working on that.
There you go. There you go. Call him up and see.
Okay.
Joyride. This is the wrong.
I want to shout out
Joyride.
Bucky Barnes for killing it right now with holding down this. Cara Zor-El, The Last of Us. I can't wait for The Last of Us. My God, I can't wait. Can't wait. Pains me when I see other people have seen it already.
You'll see it. Don't worry.
I would love to see a live action Archer movie as well. I'm so behind on Archer.
Oh, mother.
TJ Perry. What? I'm always excited
TJ.
when a fellow St. Charles alum shows up here.
It was Lily Sobieski, actually, in Joyride.
Yes. I remember it was a blonde girl.
Yes.
I was like, it's not Amber Heard. Regarding The Last of Us 2, Team Abby or Team Ellie? Oh, Team Ellie. Ellie's my all-time. Like, it used to be Solid Snake, but I was like, it's Ellie.
Damn.
Yeah, Ellie.
Solid
Ellie
Ellie.
is my favorite character from The Last of Us. I love her. I love, like, when I write, like, certain types of female characters, I go, she tends to be like, yeah, that's like the kind of character I want to write. Not perfect, but still strong. Weaknesses very much on display, but courageous and based off of the emotional drive. Like, I fucking love her character so much.
Abby all the way.
Like, it's sad. John has no idea what we're talking about.
I just like to make people mad. And I know Abby's the one you choose if you want to make people mad.
Yeah. I like Abby, though. I do. I like Abby. Yep. I got that opinion.
Uh-oh.
I feel sorry for the actress who plays her in the show when it finally gets to that point in the show.
Do you think they will amend?
Do you
deviate,
know
or
what happens
alter?
in Last of Us 2?
I don't know the heart-wrenching circumstances, but I know the blunt circumstance between Abby and Ellie.
Okay.
And
That tells me nothing. But I think.
Well, doesn't I don't want to. Should I say it?
No, don't say it then.
All right.
But no, I think I like Abby quite a bit there. But I think they would. I don't know. I feel like they'd be cowards if they don't go down that route.
Sure.
Especially if they're sticking to their guns so much on it. And
That's
and the
true.
fact that there are people who really like, and I really like Abby. I don't prefer her, but I like her.
Okay.
And I think on a show, especially when you have a show, my best comparison I'd say is like when you have a show like The Walking Dead that exists and lasted this long, I don't see why you could not get away with an Abby. That's all I'll say.
Well, and maybe you'll
If
be
you
able
guys
to-
know Walking Dead and you know Last of Us 2, I think you'll understand what my comparison is there
Yeah.
of why you couldn't, of why I feel like you could totally make an Abby work on a TV show. Heather Gear.
Hey, Heather
Hey, Heather.
from Patreon.
John, please read.
Love you guys. Do you think movies getting critical acclaim influences your opinion of them?
Good question.
Also, congrats to Greg, and thanks to Super Charming John for the psych reactions. Absolutely. It's one of my favorite
Wow,
things
what
to
a
do.
weird slight insult.
I
Congrats to Greg, and thanks to the super charming John.
congrats to regular old normal
Boring
run-of-the-mill
Greg.
Greg.
And I see the negativity.
Standard issue
I'm like an
Greg.
insecure woman.
Default setting Greg. Yeah, movies.
I think it can.
It can. I think. Yeah. I mean,
I eventually readjust, but I think expectation. I don't think it affects my overall opinion,
yeah. I feel like there is a certain.
but it factors into the conversation. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely something to react to, and I think that it's possible. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll spend your time going like, "Man, I didn't really care for this the same way everybody else did," or like, "Am I, do I really like this as much as I think I do because of just like what I've heard about how great it's supposed to be or whatever." But yeah, for the most part, I feel like it's more of a thing to react to. I feel like more often than not, you come out and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not with most critics on this," or I don't get what everybody's talking about. I think this is pretty great.
We have a button here where we could just insert an ad.
Yeah, I've tried it before, and I don't know exactly.
Like, would an ad just play?
Yeah, I don't.
That'd
That's
be
what.
fucking. I feel like that'd be like disruptive.
That's what I assumed.
It feels weird on a playback is one thing, but on a
Yeah, on like a live.
on a live, be like, hey guys, I know we got like our viewers who have been like contributing money our way, but I'm gonna just play another ad here.
But
for
here's
it."
an ad to mess up the real time experience of all this. Yeah, and then when I looked after on the stream where I was like testing it out, it didn't seem like it placed the ads in the like the after the video is processed, you can put ads into it, and I didn't see them there either. So I don't really. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Shazam next year. Very excited for that. Megan, some love. Barbie 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta see
People are-
2001.
I do got to see 2001 with
Yeah.
big lights pointed at me.
This big colored lights pointing at you.
Sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Thank you for being an awesome moderator, by the way.
Yeah, Bucky, you've been killing it.
I'm excited for Super Mario Land.
At Universal, I think their employee preview is coming up.
Can't wait to get sick of that song while fucking waiting in line for their goddamn ride.
Yes.
Stop playing the Super Mario theme song.
There are only like 3 songs in this universe.
Please turn it off. Turn it off.
Please. Give me the evil castle theme.
I think the revolution. I mean, Lewis Barry in the chat is saying Love Pearl and Mia deserves a nom, which is unlikely to happen. I haven't seen any of those movies, but what I do know is performers in horror-based either shows or movies do not get recognition they undoubtedly deserve.
Unless they do elevated horror.
Not even
Not
then.
even then. Yeah.
Not even
Tony
then.
Collette.
It is like I'm almost done with Dahmer. It's the longest I've ever taken to finish a show. Really had a hard time getting into it in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't fun enough for you?
Yeah, I'm like, where's all the camp?
Where's all the American Horror Story chaos?
Why is he playing this so subtle? It's Evan Peters. Evan Peters is a prime example to me of, like, not every season of American Horror. I think he's great every season he's ever been in. I do think there are performances in American Horror where I'm glad he's eventually won, like, he won an Emmy or Golden Globe, right? I'm glad he eventually won for something that wasn't an American Horror Story, but he's a prime example to me of why has he not even been nominated?
Yeah.
Like, there in certain performances, it's just phenomenal. But I watched like Dahmer, and it's like I think we all know that, like, of course we know Evan Peters is going to do a great job as a serial killer. Like, he's fucking, it's what he does best. But the Richard Jenkins as Jeffrey Dahmer's father, his performance is so amazing. Like, it is a phenomenal performance. And I'm like,
okay, now you've got me.
why do I get the impression he's not even going to get considered for a nomination here?
I like Evan
He's
Peters a whole
phenomenal.
lot, but you say Richard Jenkins, and I'm there.
I mean,
Love
like,
Richard
they have great scenes together, and to me that, like, that performance is the one that I'm like, I knew Richard Jenkins was going to be in here, but I didn't realize we are going to get this much of a performance of Richard
Cool.
Jenkins, and he is so great. He's great, and I'm like, I just know he's not going to get nominated.
That's messed up.
Because it's a Ryan Murphy horror show.
Yeah. Richard Jenkins deserves all the love.
I do wonder if Indiana Jones lived up to the hype. Like, the problem with Indiana Jones is, like, when you have this much hype, you you kind of need it to be spectacular to make an impression.
Yeah, that's
You know, you can make a great one, but it's got to be phenomenal. You know,
that's the trouble. So many of these franchise and especially legacy movies land themselves in is you have to be great.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise, because that's what you're doing is you're not making the follow up installment to a story. You're making the follow up installment of a legacy. Yeah, you're adding a brick to a legacy, a gold brick.
Yeah, what time is it? I do got a meeting to attend. All right, yeah, we should wrap this up relatively soon.
Okay.
Look at the ring Greg has. Sorry, ladies.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, these live streams are always filled with women pining for Greg. Is what happens.
they are. They're all crying now.
How do you guys know Jabby Koei? John is Jabby's brother.
Yeah, we don't look like it, but you know, we got the same. We got the same mom.
Thank you, Kevin.
Aww.
Blade was supposed to come out next year. I know.
Yeah, now it's never ever gonna come out ever.
Barbie and John Wick 4. Who'd you pick to be Batman in the new DCU? Evan Peters.
Holt McCallany.
Boyd Holbrook.
Boyd Holbrook. There we go. We got there.
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah. Ooh. Get Ryan Gosling to be Batman.
Nah.
You want to fight? Vengeance. I'm the knight. Alfred, get the Batmobile. They will make a Pirates of the Caribbean 6, just not right now. Helen Farmer.
They're making it with it. Don't, guys, look. They need to realize Pirates of the Caribbean needs to die before you bring it back.
Yeah,
it
you
needs to be like long dead.
You can't bring it back as a half sequel, half
You
reboot.
need like a 20, 30-year break.
At
Like
least
that
a
is
decade.
not one of those franchises because it's Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean. Bottom line.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
So you cannot. No version of Pirates is truly going to generate a mass appeal. If you go, we're doing it with women. No, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
We're going to do it with a younger cast. That's not going to work.
Definitely
Like, it's just not. You got to give it like a 20 to 30 year break
And you
before
gotta
you revisit this franchise.
Yeah, and you gotta get a new Johnny Depp or something like somebody who naturally rises to that sort of unlikely but interesting character actor. I don't know. Yeah, you need things to happen organically.
Connor Belmont, thank you so much, buddy.
Oh,
Christmas. Most anticipated
Christmas.
Most anticipated movie of 2023 is definitely Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Well, you're gonna get your wish fulfilled very early on.
All
in the year.
downhill after February.
February's done.
I can sit back and wait for that top 10 list.
Months, damn.
Oh, what else is possibly going
Okay.
to come out this year? It's okay.
Well, I'm happy for you. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are the best. Keep going. You're the best. Is Robert Pattinson's Batman also getting canceled? I doubt it.
No, it's way too much of an asset.
And it made money and profited.
Yeah.
It's in safe territory.
It's a profitable 3-hour movie. That's a tall order.
Safe
And it's
territory.
and it's almost R-rated. Like, that's...
It's too much of a debate with Black Adam. Of
Ugh.
like, did it make money or not? Too much of a debate, and it seems like it's really one way. And then and Wonder Woman 84 had that, like the origin of pandemic release, and like so, the reception was not good, and I believe the exchange that was put out publicly by Patty Jenkins and James Gunn that we have not talked about, but yeah, I mean, if it doesn't line, like Batman is safe because it's not connected.
Yeah.
And I feel like weirdly the one character you can definitely do an Elseworlds version with is Batman because they've already set themselves up for the audience willing to take on multiple Batman.
Yeah. And never apologize for all the... scroll back up. What was it?
For the Castlevania
Yeah,
comments.
for the Castlevania comments.
going
Never apologize. Never apologize. Greg oft has spoken highly of the show.
Castlevania is a shit.
Yeah.
I do want to watch A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I know you got me the Blu-ray years ago, and I haven't.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your shelf the other day. I was like, Greg has the. Oh, that's right. I gave this to him.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Still haven't seen it.
It's an interesting movie.
You know what I would want to see done?
Hmm.
From Dusk Till Dawn 4, but don't call it From Dusk Till Dawn 4, with George Clooney.
Oh, and not Tarantino.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead.
But
They'll bring him back.
I think if Tarantino wrote it and
Rodriguez directed it.
Rodriguez directed it, and it was like an
Ooh.
old man Seth
Old man
Gecko.
Seth Gecko.
Yeah, like still in Mexico or some shit.
Yeah.
They'd probably just make some cheesy ass vampire hunter movie. Probably wouldn't work at all.
Yes.
But I like I rewatched it not long ago, and I'm like, George Clooney's fucking awesome in this movie. And
Dust Till Dawn?
yeah,
Oh, really? I thought I feel like
used to
that's
not
been a
like-
character arc of your viewing.
I used to not like him
Yeah.
for some reason, but I think I was just so aware I was watching George Clooney. the
I
first
mean,
time.
yeah, it's hard not to be.
Um,
But he is slick in that movie.
oh, he's great. He's
Yeah.
great. I like him a lot.
And
I
that
loved it.
tattoo, so cool.
Gary Smith, love you guys. Please make my exes by shouting me out. Love you.
Gary Smith. Gary Smith.
Motherfucker.
We shouted at you. We shouted at you. Disney Princess Spirit Animal. Oh, that's a good question.
Can't wait for a movie with a talking cat that isn't a musical. Garfield.
A talking cat?
Stuart Little.
Dude. Almost.
Cats and dogs.
Cats
I
and
know my talking cat movies. Have you guys watched Big Hero 6?
I saw it in the theaters.
I unfortunately have. That's the stage I'm at in my life.
I unfortunately
have seen
Why
it.
did I watch all these classic movies now that first time watches are a thing? Why did I ever watch Terminator 2?
Hi, Greg and John. Chase Gardner, buddy. What's going on?
Chase.
I'm excited for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer and John Wick 4. Yeah, who the fuck isn't, Chase?
Yeah, get an original enthusiasm.
Get an original answer. Point out.
I'm excited for.
I only know big movies. What's a small movie that's coming out?
I'm excited for. Hold on, we got the list right here.
We should do Black Swan 2.
I'm excited. Black Swan 2 will be great. That'll be very highly anticipated. I'm excited for Martin Scorsese's Roosevelt, starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm excited for Legally Blonde 3.
I am excited.
Blonde
for Legally
Harder.
Blonde 3.
David Gordon Green's The Exorcist, so he can ruin it.
So he can make a trilogy out of that.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing. It's going to be a direct sequel to the first one, just what everyone wanted, especially fans of The Exorcist.
They should
3.
pick it up moments after the first one.
Literally. De-age everybody.
Face plant people on.
Oh. The Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel. The Wonka. Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure there's been no talk at all in this chat about Transformers. When I feel like that looks like the first time we're getting a real Transformers movie. Like the Transformers movie we've all been waiting for after
decades.
enduring many Michael Bay movies. And
Bumblebee.
Getting a fresh start with Bumblebee. This finally looks like the Transformers movie that we all wanted.
Here's hoping, man. I'm rooting for Stephen Caple Jr. I hope he brings it out. Get those Beast Wars.
Yeah, Servant, it's been a crazy year.
Cheetar. Well,
Andrew Saba, my theory on Oppenheimer is Nolan will use black and white and color film to signify different timelines. Yes, that is a good theory, and that sounds reasonable, especially because you see him aging, different ages in the trailer. Black and white after Atom Bomb, color before, similar to Memento. See, that's what I mean, going back to Memento time. By the way, last name pronounced Cebu, like Sega. Sega. Andrew Saba.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I like Nolan messing around with time. That's what he does best. He's fascinated with time. Time is an interesting concept. Because like when you look up at the stars, those are like millions of years away.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an interesting, like you're literally peering into time when you like see stars.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Time is an interesting construct. Anyway, still chewing on my theory that Werewolf by Night was set in the TVA. Good.
It's in the nightmare department.
It's been 3 months. I'm still thinking about Werewolf by Night theory. I've gone over this many times.
The Secret Loki season 2.5, Werewolf by Night.
There's got to be more to this.
Man-Thing is the key. Man-Thing is the key to Loki season 2.
Janine the Machine!
Janine the Machine!
Speaking of people of color, hi. Hello, Janine
Hello,
of color.
person of color in our chat.
Hello.
We're excited to have you here.
Am I the only one hyped for Magic Mike's Last Dance? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Never.
Valentine's Day. I'm there. Him and Salma Hayek.
Woo!
Dancing the night away.
I gotta see the first two Magics, Mike.
Dude.
Yeah. Reaction.
I don't think so. Don't react to that. We
Don't.
will get age restrictions off of
Why?
nothing. It's not even that
How
sexual.
possibly
That's the
could that
funny part.
happen?
It's not super sexual.
It's family dance entertainment.
I'm like, not like you're seeing a bunch of winged-dinglings flinging around or something.
Yeah, not like that RoboCop scene where he's shooting all the wingedinglings.
but,
Go look that up. It's fun.
but yes, I am excited for it.
Yeah.
It's his last dance. Looks nothing like the first two. But Steven Soderbergh's returning. So
I
it's
know,
kind
it's
of
his baby.
What's weird is it looks so generic.
It's okay. It'll be better in the actual
Looks like
movie.
the most generic take you can do. And I'm like, this doesn't feel like there's a unique vibe to this. And we're like,
tragic, Mike.
does Soderbergh just want the money?
Yeah.
Because
That's the kinda guy he is.
He did something special with the first one. The first one was surprisingly like nuanced. John Wick, Scream, Creed, and Mission Impossible are topping my list. I mean, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation the year it came out was my favorite movie that year.
Dude.
I got a lot of crap for that.
Yeah.
'Cause they did not say Revenant. Or,
Oh, I still gotta watch The Revenant. I feel like that's one of those movies that feels like a chore to me, where I'm like, I gotta sit down and like
a
focus on it.
chore?
And but hey, I'm sure it'll
It
be
is
gripping.
nothing but a experience.
Okay, good.
It is from beginning to end. It is an atmospheric. Like the plot is fucking remarkably simple.
Okay, good.
It is. Do you not know the plot?
He's just out in the wilderness trying to not die, right?
No.
Okay.
There's an actual plot. and
he's got to
it's
he
a
loses
really-
a bet to a bear, and he's got to fight the bear.
It's a really easy plot to follow.
Okay.
It is just it's a mood elemental piece.
Okay.
It's man versus nature on a quest.
Okay.
For a very, I mean, the fact that you don't know shocks
For the Crystal Skull.
No, the fact that you don't know what like the plot is very very simple.
Okay.
And it's about as basic of a plot as it gets, but the execution and experience is very unique.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's like kind of when you say like Avatar has like actually a really simple, like they both have very simple plots, but the execution in the world is the journey, and then here it's just a lot more violent.
All right, then I'm adding The Revenant to my list.
Oh my God, The Revenant is an amazing movie.
Okay, well then I'm excited to see it.
I loved it. It's really violent.
That's good. All right.
It's very very violent.
I'm gonna put it under action and crime, or
Very
Warren
violent.
Western. I don't know.
It will break my heart if you don't like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh sure, yeah, I know. And hey, they shot. I saw some of the little mural thing they had at the Stanley Hotel about Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
And
Made it
apparently,
to the moon.
and according to the tour guide on the Shining tour, Jim Carrey like put it in his contract at one point that like he refused to shoot there again for like some other movie that was going to shoot there or something like that because he had too many weird experiences at the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a kook. Let's see here.
Jim Carrey haunts the Stanley Hotel. Thank you, Janine, though.
Thank you, Janine.
Yeah.
Project Dead Eyes. Love that Moana reaction the other day. Most authentic thing I've seen in ages. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really love that movie. That was great.
Oh, John's reaction to Blade someday.
I would. Yeah. We can make that happen.
I'm gonna make Blade happen. Yeah, I'm excited
We
to
got
finally.
more movies to do.
I have so many stories.
We
about
commit to a
almost
season of
seeing
show.
Blade.
We're not going to be able to get these movies up. And frankly, Real Rejects been enjoying movies more.
Movies are such a blast.
It's been more of a rewarding experience. And,
Loving doing these.
you know, so
movies.
you just don't have time for everything.
It's a good way to kill birds with
We're
stones.
very much involved in the edits. Some people might not realize that. But we're very either like it's actually being edited, or we're like very much in the process. So, like in the thumbnails too. We're not like, here you go, do it, upload it.
It's like
yeah,
narrowed down
No,
these specific
it's like-
faces. Here's a couple graphics.
I spend like a few hours of my own on Glass Onion in the middle of the night. So yeah, I spent a few hours of my own. So
You are a
it's
trooper, sir.
not just like here. Some people might think we just film, but no, we commit. That's what I mean is like the time of it. Bill Skarsgård is also the new Crow. Yeah, see, I like that.
Sure, I can see that, and
Put
that's
him
at
in
least
makeup.
him being a protagonist.
Yeah, And I think he's just a great dramatic actor.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be a good Nosferatu.
Yeah, I mean,
Slash Street Boys got a new song out. Hell yeah.
oh, let's do it.
They're great.
Yeah.
Teen
Yeah.
Wolf movie.
I'm happy to see him play that. Oh, people love the Teen Wolf show with Tyler Hoechlin.
Thank you for the compliment on the shirt. Oh my God,
Pig.
Pig would be a great one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
forward to
really
Pig.
want to see Pig.
Yeah. I've heard
wanna see
people say that's their favorite movie from that year.
I really want to see Pig.
Yeah. Good old, I love Nicolas Cage so much because of I love that he spans the entire gamut more than any other actor,
Definitely.
except maybe Steve Zahn
Uh,
and Eric Roberts.
John has not seen Lilo and Stitch.
I haven't, and you haven't seen League of Their Own, and now there's a TV show.
We'll watch them together at the same time.
We will side by side reaction, and that will save us from all the copyright stuff because both movies will be overlapping. No one will be able to tell what the scenes are. It'd be
It's
great.
just not a substitute. If anything, it's not an experience for anyone
If
to
anything,
enjoy.
it's going to be really off-putting, and people are going to rush out and get their own copy immediately just to cleanse this taste away.
Connor Stevens, thank you for the super chat.
Conor Esteban. Home Alone totally ripped off a badass French film called Deadly Games. It's a horror fever dream. It's like a horror fever dream version. One of my favorite Crimbus films.
Look up the year Deadly Games came out, John.
All right, let's do this.
We are going to confirm whether or not you are full of shit, Connor.
Yeah, it's the French remake. I want just once for it to be like some other country.
1989.
All right, fine.
Confirm Home Alone. 1990?
Yeah, I think it'll probably be yeah.
I don't know. Probably too close together, and the movies take a long time to make.
Yeah, especially back then.
Could have been very coincidental.
This does look kind of neat, though. On Christmas Eve, a resourceful young boy has to defend himself and his grandfather from a killer dressed as Santa Claus.
That sounds like a different enough plot.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's got some Silent Night, Deadly Night, or one of those killer. It's like killer Santa movie plus kid home invasion. Yeah,
They should do a Home Alone 5 with Macaulay Culkin and then the bandits returning.
yes. Macaulay Culkin's a grown ass man.
But it should take place moments after Home Alone 2.
Yes, they're still in New York. He's got to find his way home.
They break out of the truck taking them to prison.
Oh God, that'll be so good. People will show up, dude. Kickstart that.
Let's see here.
Honor.
Buckaroo Banzai is not a bad call. Cop Shop's not a bad one either.
Cop Shop have not seen. Buckaroo Banzai is a delight.
Should do a face-off too. We need to switch faces again.
We need to switch. I want to take my face back.
Face back.
Face back. Janine's back.
Back face.
Back face. I am Pat back.
My all-time favorite memory was a drive-in double feature Connor face-off at like age 11. That sounds like a fun
What?
time. No alcohol
The
required.
drive-in. That sounds awesome-tacular.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, I'm jealous. Damn.
The third rule of Fight Club: you must watch Fight Club. Great call.
It'll happen. That and Zodiac. Never seen Zodiac either.
Oh, Zodiac's great.
Yeah, I want to see
Damn.
it. All I know about Zodiac is that one aerial shot of the car.
Zodiac actually has some of the most underrated use of CGI. There are things in there that I had no clue were CGI. I like buildings designed and stuff.
Sure,
that I was
yeah.
like, what? Cars and stuff. That it's like flawless. Where I had zero. I didn't even question that. Like, is this CGI? Or not? I
The stuff
I
that
just assumed it was the set.
yeah, that you look right past.
Yeah.
That's always the most mind-blowing
Yeah.
CGI. And that happens in a lot of the backdrops you see in a lot of movies are not what they're actually shooting against.
I wish The Sopranos came out now so people could do reactions and see what the finale was reaction like on YouTube. 'Cause everyone knows the ending of that, even if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't stop believing.
Dacia's always watching. Also hasn't seen Face Off.
Dude, perf. Then you and me
Volunteer to watch movie with
will
you.
react together.
Hey, maybe
Hey.
you should guys check out Dacia's YouTube channel. We get a full react there, get a little collab,
Do a
little collaboration,
collaboration.
reaction collaboration.
Reaction.
No
stacking.
breathing. Don't give a fuck.
Look at my arm.
Oh my god, we finally got a direct Marvel question.
Dude, somebody.
Terrence
mentioned
Howard saying,
Recipe.
Tony.
Tony.
You guys think the new Avengers are going to be in Cap New World Order? Just a bunch of deadbeats. It's all just a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, just a bunch of guys whose costumes don't fit.
Give a shit about them. It's gonna be a bunch of jokes. It's gonna be a bunch of D-list characters.
It's
the Brendan V. Happy holidays, you awesome guys. Happy holidays to you, Brendan.
good to see you again. Hope you're doing okay.
Congrats again, Mary Greg. Look forward to Scream 6 next year. Should have. I got to change that thumbnail.
Yeah, dude, you ruined it.
Shadow Bone, Inside Job. I have not seen Inside Job. I am excited for Invincible season 2. I need to catch up on Rick and Morty. I'm like a season and a half behind on Rick and Morty. It's funny as John started that show way before.
I know, and now I'm only up to season 3.
Yeah,
I gotta see seasons 4 through 6.
But I love me some Rick and Morty.
Dude, it is a special
It's
one.
a very impressive show. Should Marvel incorporate Avatar's 3D effects towards future Avengers projects? Yes, but do not enlist James Cameron's help. Let them botch it. Let them do terrible job.
I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that that'll happen. Like any of these innovations will eventually be democratized, and everyone's going to start jumping on them.
Yeah, sure.
Now bring us Alita Part 2, cowards.
Zack Sisters. Hey, Greg and Jun. Just want to say I love the channel, and you guys are hilarious. Been watching for a long time. Any anime you guys are hyped for?
All of the live-action Netflix remakes, of course. Demon Slayer just got thrown on the pile. Full Metal Alchemist, it's coming. One Piece,
My
let's
Hero
do
Academia.
this. My Hero Academia live-action. It's all...
Darren Aronofsky's My Hero Academia. All takes place on All Might losing his powers.
Yeah. Just vomiting blood and staring at himself in the mirror, and his eyes are sinking further into the back of his head.
Let's do it. I would love to see it.
All Might's unhealthy obsession with being number one.
I'm excited for, oh my God, Attack on Titan to finally end.
I want to see that Chainsaw Guy anime.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
I've heard really great things about that.
I've heard it's wild, but also good, yeah.
What cameos do you think would show up in Deadpool 3?
All of them.
All the Fox Universe characters.
All the Fox Universe characters, everyone from the Green Lantern movie who hasn't, been back in a while.
See, people like Abby. I've seen some love for Abby. This person not liking Abby.
It's okay. Neil Druckmann commented
Choice
that.
for Justice League director.
Ooh.
John Krasinski.
Stallone.
A couple good movies.
I
don't want them all.
Yeah.
Brendan V. Thank you, Brendan, for the super chat. Have you guys heard of Skina Marink? It's an indie horror coming out next month that's been going viral on TikTok. No, I haven't. Wow, shit. Gotta pay more attention to what goes viral on TikTok. As a good way to gauge if it would be a proper SEO one for YouTube to cover here. Also, John, are you a fan of analog horror, like the Backrooms or the Mandela Catalog?
I don't know what those are actually. Is analog horror a different kind of? Is it like mumblecore or something like that? Is it?
It's somewhere in between elevated horror and shitty horror.
Okay, I do like shitty horror.
Yeah.
I do have to say. I don't know. I would love to check this out.
Oh, I know. I don't know how to explain analog horror, but I am familiar with.
Is it like a collective where like people contribute? Is it like a growing sort of fanfic almost?
Would it be sort of akin? I mean, you guys can clarify. I might be totally wrong on my understanding of it. Is it sort of akin to?
Okay, so it's like creepypasta.
Not like SBC. Maybe more like creepypasta.
SCP Foundation.
SCP.
Yeah.
Is it? Something like SCP.
Drew comparisons to various other horror trends in media, including the photography of liminal spaces, the SCP Foundation fiction project.
Mean, it's not exactly like that, but it's.
Oh, cool.
They say akin to, yeah.
You've just turned me on to a whole new idea I was not aware of, but I am excited about. And I'll definitely be keeping it. Skinamarink is. Oh no, it's playing in January. But hey, I can get.
But they're like
tickets
actual
now.
movies, though. Yeah.
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 Oh, how cool! It's only got 2.5 stars on IMDb, though.
Yeah. What do you expect?
I'm excited. I'm excited to check this out, though.
It's analog horror. Come on.
It's a whole new. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what this turns into, though. You've exposed me to something new, and I'm excited for it. I love horror, and that's.
I do got trips to make. Hold on a sec. All right, go. All right, hold on. Oh my God. Oh.
Dark side. Now that Deadpool is in the MCU, many people, and certainly Coy included, are hoping they'll do some kind of Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe as a means of sort of in incorporating everything.
It's 2 degrees outside, stuck at the house. Can't wait for winter to be over. Sometimes it can get unbearably cold. It's nice coming back to California. I actually be like, you know what? I like the weather right now.
I'll take 45 degrees. I'll take 50 degrees. Why not?
California's way, way more beautiful. I haven't seen the TikTok, Olivia. It's impossible right now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Honey, we must separate our personal lives and our work.
This is business time.
All right? I put food on that table.
And all you do is nag me about TikTok swimming.
John,
sorry.
Happens.
You're at one time for the soundboard.
See, I don't know why it hides comments like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, look, unfortunately gotta skip around. I feel terrible if we miss some super
Wait a minute.
chats. And
Did we get that this one?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Darth Revan?
Most anticipated Star Show 2023. I think Mandalorian's too easy of an answer. Is Acolytes this year? Because I heard that focuses on
It's a
Siths.
Sith?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that sounds
I'm
cool
like,
as
that
heck.
sounds like the shit, man. And
That does sound pretty cool.
Ahsoka. I gotta go with Ahsoka still because I love the character so much, and I love Ahsoka much. I love her so much. I'm trying to make this work.
So much.
Ahsoka much. I love Ahsoka much.
I'm looking forward to the Imperator Reva show.
But yes, I'm looking forward to the Mon Mothma therapy show with her and her husband.
It's just her and who's it would be.
It's like the show In Treatment.
I was about to say,
Every
get
week
Gabriel
it's just
Byrne
a
in here.
Couples counseling episode. What I say in therapy. Tell me about the Hippocratic Oath.
Tell me about what Perrin said the other day.
Yeah.
How do you feel in your loveless marriage?
Yeah,
Mon?
I'd say that. Anyway, yeah,
Mike's-
so go. Mike Self.
safe.
Happy holidays, guys. I got a wrench here. Thanks for the great content. Have you guys watched the rehearsal? I really enjoyed it. I have a few friends who were enraged when they watched it, but not me. I felt I finally found something understood.
Isn't that like a super graphic movie?
I have not heard of the rehearsal.
The
It's
Rehearsal.
a comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy with Nathan Fielder. Oh, I want to check this out. I've been meaning to check out his stuff.
Sounds like a really violent movie, John.
I've heard this is wild. Yeah, you know it. I made a mistake. The Menu. People love The Menu. I want to check out The Menu. But yeah, I want to check out the rehearsal. I've heard a few things about this show, and it sounds fascinating. Nathan Fielder is doing some interesting shiz out there. In
You know
the
what
world.
I realized just yesterday? One day we're going to have AI therapists.
Oh my, that's disturbing to
Is that
think about.
crazy? One day we'll have therapists.
Oh, I wrote a script about that actually.
I
I
wrote.
can revisit it.
Oh, I had a one too.
Ours is
this
very
must
different.
mean that we.
Ours are very different. Don't worry.
That must mean that a lot of people have had their own version of AI therapy stories. Must
I got a
mean-
movie about a killer Uber driver.
yeah.
I got a haunted house where people actually die. An Airbnb that's evil. I got them all. They're right here. Ready to go. Buy them, Hollywood. Cowards.
Mine's more of a thing in the like you keep your therapist with you wherever you go.
Oh, cool.
Helps you
Oh,
out in
that's
your
super
life.
Yeah. So like
It's
they're
just a
always
positive transforming movie and it never goes wrong.
just watch the ideal happen as some guy's life becomes amazing.
Pandemic, you haven't seen the Mission Impossible movies?
Start your reaction channel.
It's such a good experience because the
Dude.
first one is not at all what the franchise evolves into. It is just a tactical espionage film,
It's an ensemble James Bond.
and it's like mainly dialogue,
Yeah,
and
it's more of a film.
mystery, and not much action, and then the second one is you either fucking hate the shit out of how boring it is, or it's a random guilty pleasure, and I don't know how that is a guilty pleasure for people because I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever. The action does not hold up to me.
As a kid, I thought that movie was rad, and as an adult, it is a tedious experience.
Kind of hate it. I hate that
It's
one.
a tedious movie, Mission
And
Impossible
then
2.
suddenly 3 is like, whoa, this is really engaging and personal.
Yeah,
And then
totally.
4 is like, wow, what a blast. And then it just kind of stays that way. It's
Yeah.
like, now watch Tom Cruise risk his life. So- and it's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know who Playing Century is. Thank you for saying you love this channel. Kevonte Caldwell. Please, John, go.
How do you guys
I
feel
don't know.
about Cobra Kai and
Not
the
sure yet.
choices they made at the end?
I
And do
think
you
it's
guys
okay.
think it should end at 6?
I think they should. They probably got one more season and then one more solid season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think doing like a good wraparound where it all eventually comes back to crease
Sure.
is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
And
He's broken out.
yeah, no, I think they can keep it going for a while. I feel like I get the impression these actors are like not paid that much.
Sure.
Don't you kind of get that vibe? It's like
Yeah.
such a massive show, and yet I get the impression that they probably don't put much money to them, do they?
They don't. Yeah, it doesn't have to be super budget, but at the same time, you also get the sense they don't have that much budget to begin
Yeah.
with, and it probably costs not the same as having like a celebrity in your movie, but Ralph Macchio has to be the toppest dollar you're paying for, and then everybody else, and they have a lot of prominent characters.
Well, the Karate Kid franchise is so amazing because, like, Cobra Kai can end, and then the franchise Karate Kid could just fall off again, right? It could just fall off, and people are like, I don't give a shit anymore. And then 20 years later, you follow Miguel as an older person. You know,
then
like
you could
that
keep
you
the
do-
cycle
yeah, you
humming,
keep-
yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy that you can sort of do that.
And you'll always have descendants of Kreese or Terry Silver or whoever to go up against.
You all excited for the Mario movie? Fuck yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid, yes.
Bring it.
Have not seen the Enola Holmes
it's good.
movies. Have not. Have you?
I have not.
I watched the end of both of them though.
Oh, good.
No, I haven't seen them.
I just wanted to know what the mystery wrap up was.
Damn, we do gotta head out shortly. Frank Alcascio. Love y'all. Thank you, Frank. Love you too. Happy holidays. We need some coin ranking Spider-Man woman from the comics.
Do it.
We have not done something that's just strictly the comics yet with Koi.
Yeah. But we will. It'll happen someday. You never know.
Are there any shows or movies we watched before Moon Knight? Oh my God, you gotta start right from the beginning.
You gotta watch the entire MCU.
You gotta watch the
before you get to
entire
Moon Knight. It's
MCU
very
and watch
vital.
everything that takes place
So many
after Moon Knight
references.
too, and then watch
and then
Moon
watch
Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah,
Then you
watch
pretty
Moon
much
Knight
got
last.
everything kind of solved for you.
Yeah, because most of the plots are just Easter eggs from the previous movies.
Yeah,
So if you haven't,
and upcoming movies, it just teases, so you really don't know
so you
what they're
really
doing.
Gotta just check them out.
But
Yeah.
yeah, for the most part, too.
You'll never be able to watch Moon Knight until the MCU is concluded.
All right, guys.
Let's do the 2 stream. I think we
Oh,
have
we
like
got
2
two-
Streamlabs.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
We have Streamlabs.
From our guy Flevtavius Doran.
All right, we're just gonna read them.
All right, Flev. Congrats, Greg. Hope you had a beautiful day. Came in late into the stream, so I don't know what's been said, but I'm just going to spam some of my most anticipated shows and films. Last of Us, Kaleidoscope with Giancarlo Esposito, Secret Invasion. That's our 2023.
Yeah,
Oh, no, the show is. Sorry. I was thinking of Secret Wars. My bad. Mando Season 3, that 90s show. Curious to hear if you're excited for that.
I'm not.
Good. Ahsoka. He goes on to say, You Season 4, Penn Badgley in the house, Fast 10, Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, and The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh my God, fuck
That is too
title.
much title.
The more I hear about it, I didn't
It's
even know it was
too
that subtitle.
much
The
title.
more I hear about this Hunger Games list.
Are you really excited for it, Flav? Do you really want to see Coriolanus Snow's origins?
I really liked the first 2 Hunger Games movies. I was not a big fan of the last 2, and now I have a prequel. I'm like, I just don't care. But when they announced House of the Dragon, we didn't even cover the trailers. I didn't really care, and then that ended up being one of my favorite shows of the year.
Sure.
So
That's my main saving grace of hope for the Jon Snow
it's
show.
surprising. It's not.
It's like,
the
I don't
same
care,
shit at all.
but- But maybe. True, but maybe.
I appreciate I'm not familiar with Kaleidoscope. You know, it's funny. Olivia hasn't seen Breaking Bad, and so I've been showing her Breaking Bad, and she just got to the first episode of season 3 and got to see Giancarlo Esposito and that switch he has in the restaurant when Walter White's trying to be like, I know it's you. You're the one I'm supposed to meet with. And he's just playing nice owner of Los Pollos Hermanos. then he just switches into "We are nothing alike, Mr. White." It's like, oh, so badass.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to revisit. I haven't watched the full Breaking Bad since the first time.
Oh my god, I love this show so much.
It was magic. Like few things.
Your meth is good, Jesse.
Mine's better.
Just like watching that show when he's like breaking into Jesse's house. He's like, "Where's the product, Jesse? Where's the meth? Where's the meth?" I'm like, "What show do you see shit like this go down?
Yeah.
Where's the meth?" And you're just like, "Find the meth, Walt!
Come on!
Get the meth, Walt!
Come on, everything depends on
You
this,
need
Walt.
the meth, Walt!
You gotta do it. Your whole family's future depends on the meth.
Find it. Sell the meth.
Sell it. Yeah, find as many at-risk youths and offload this shit. Come on.
And then he gets the call that his wife's having the baby, and he has to either sell the meth or see the newborn. And you're just like, oh, what a tough position.
What a tough. We would all sell the meth.
I would sell the meth. It's $1 million. The baby can wait.
Yeah. The baby will be pleased down the line when he learns of this and be like, I would have done the same thing, Dad. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll end it on Shavin's question here. But yeah, good recommendations there for Pandemic for John to check out for Chauncey. And I'm excited for the Mario movie. The God of War show. I think it would be cool if they decided to I think it would be cool if they, because the first 3 God of War games, he's just kind of mad. I honestly haven't played them. I've watched like the in-depth videos going over them, so that way I could play. Because I was like, I guess I should watch these before playing the first God of War for PS4.
Kratos.
And Kratos is just kind of, but I think it works. I don't think I really needed. I didn't need to watch those videos. Like it has that cool mysterious effect about his past if you just play God of War, and because you could tell he's like a tortured soul over his past life. But in the first 3 God of War games, he is just God of War. He's just like fucking mad all the time. It's just like screaming. And I think it would be cool if he did do those storylines, but brought more depth to it. And then you get, as opposed to just going right to the game that everyone loves, you know. Yeah, I think it would be cool if you did do that. But I don't know. I mean, it's on Amazon, and they're kind of an up and down relationship for me right now.
Why? As long as they put enough money into it, it'll be great.
As long as it looks pretty.
As long as it looks good.
Make it pretty. Make it pretty.
You can make anything pretty nowadays. That's the problem. Everything is easy to look pretty. You got to make things iconic.
And in a day and age where you get stuff like Avatar: The Way of Water, where you can still make it mind-blowingly pretty, that's even harder feat to it.
Dude, get James Cameron to direct Rings of Power Season
2. Yeah, that would actually be awesome.
I mean, it would probably work out just great.
All right, guys, we got to end this right now, but I want to thank you all for being here. Please be sure to leave a like. Thank you for everyone who's contributed to our super chats. Thank you to Flev for the Streamlabs.
Thank you, Flev.
Thank you, Flev, for that Streamlabs. And I want to say Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy New Year. Probably do another live stream next week.
Yeah.
But honestly, you know, like I'm trying to take it a little bit easier. There was like a lot of additional editing and stuff that I was doing, like literally like till the day before the wedding, and a lot of traveling and stuff, and there's a whole other thing that I'm dealing with that I'm not going to talk publicly about, but some shit went down with a company at a wedding. It's a whole thing. So it's been a lot. So I'm trying to take it a little bit easier right now. Which means probably just, you know, only do like 8 hours to 9 hours instead of like the usual like 12, 13. But I enjoyed this live stream a lot. It was really chill and laid back and relaxed.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you for
conversing. For talking with you.
For talking with me today. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for being here, Joe.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here. It was good. It was nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Looking forward to next week.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. And
tip your waitress. Leave a like.
Show some love this Christmas. Try to enjoy yourselves, okay?
Yeah. Go to shopzeroedition.com. All that stuff.
Yeah, have a great time to be an influencer. I'll see you guys.
And now this live stream is concluded.
Peace out.
Pieces. Good movie.